Where you at, Berto? 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 Where you at?
Yeah. Up in this bitch. Back to another stream. Where you at, family? W team.
Where you at,
what up? Stop moving, old man. I know your kneecaps hurt. Listen. 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 I low-key did have to slow down. My back started getting a little stiff on me. Fuck! Golly. Is this what 30 feels like, Chet? How far are we away? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days away, nigga. 16 days away before we're no longer in our 20s. Y'all gotta stop bullying me, bro. Y'all gonna switch up on me when I turn 30, bro? Y'all gonna switch up on me when I turn 30, Chad? We? Nigga, you. Yo, I thought we was in this together. I thought we was in this together. Y'all not gonna turn 30 with me? Fuck. Yelena, what's good, girl? Welcome to the stream. Rama, why you on my Johnson? Give me some space, bro. Give me some space, bro. Fuck it, we all 30. Come on. Fuck it, we all old fucks in this shit. Yelena's turning 23 on Monday. Happy early birthday, Yelena W. Yelena in the chat, ski. Nah, Unc, I like being in my early 20s. It's alright, bro. Y'all niggas gonna get old too. I promise you. I promise you, you're gonna get old too, and you niggas gonna be mad when everybody's pointing the finger and saying, haha, you're old, and it's not gonna feel good because you still gonna feel young. I'll be here for moral support. You gonna need something else for that back support though. I had to go new chair on them. Y'all peep? Remember my last chair, it had tape on it and some more shit. This chair has back support, full flexibility. Look at this. Haas. Come on, man. Haas. Had to go. It was my back was hurting too bad, chat. My back was hurting too bad. I really had to go get it. So now if you see me in the vids like this, just chilling, just know I'm living my best life. Just mind your business. If I'm in the middle of a reaction like this, just mind your business, all right? I'm gonna be in this bitch like this. And today, we are reacting to head ass. Rama, I'm about to let you out the room, bro. You keep jumping in front of me and shit, bro. I also been expanding on the room. I went and bought some new stuff. Let me give y'all a quick tour real quick. I went and bought some new stuff. Y'all peep the Stormtrooper I'm adding to my Star Wars collection. I went Stormtrooper on them. So if you act up, you're getting smoked, nigga. That shit gonna be hard. I'm adding shit, chat. We leveling up the room. There's levels to this shit. Pay attention. I went Venom on them. Come on. The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. Grown ass man, by the way. What's wrong with that? Oh, you saying just because I'm getting older, I can't collect shit? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, by the way,
29 years old.
No shame in the game. Come on, bro. You need a shelf? I bought some shelves. I'm way ahead of you. I just ain't put them up yet. So, probably, I don't know if by next stream, but I'm going to move some of this stuff around, put some shelves right here, start stacking them. I also went and got some comics to hang up. I went Thor on them because my dad, RIP my pops, if you guys know, You know, I love my father. My dad's favorite comic of all time was Thor. So I went and got a Thor comic. And then I picked up a couple of other ones that I just like for me. You know, Miles Morales. You know, you got to do that right. You know what I'm saying? And then I really fuck with Venom as a character. So I went and got a Venom comic. And then, yo, if you know, you know. Nightcrawler's really that nigga. The best superpower you could ever have is teleportation. That nigga Nightcrawler was really one of them goats. One of them ones. Get a Star Destroyer Lego set. I like that. That's a good idea. I like that. Let me screenshot that real quick. Good idea in the chat. But you know what I'm saying? We extending the setup. He really that nigga for real. I'm telling you, Nightcrawler low key. Like, that was my favorite X-Men. He really was like slept on. He deserved way more screen time than what he got. Nightcrawler was tough. Cyclops, peak. Cyclops cool, but like, don't get me wrong. Like, Cyclops is like fire, but when I just think about my favorite heroes, or when I think about shit like that, I always think about practicality. Like, if you had to choose to have any superpower, why the fuck would you pick laser beams that you can't turn off? You know how many tragedies would happen because you just accidentally look in somebody's way when your glasses fall off? Like, that sucks. Like, that's not a practical power that I would want in my arsenal. But to just be able to teleport, be wherever the fuck I want to be, you know what I'm saying? Homelander got it. At least Homelander can control it, though. Close your eyes, gang. That's how you can fix it, though. Nigga! So I just got to walk around with my eyes closed. That sucks. And what if I, like, you know what I'm saying? I just look at some fine shit real quick, and I take my glasses off by accident, and boom, now I'm a murderer. Now I just murdered the hoe. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a terrible, terrible power. But then if you could teleport, though, listen, this is game. If you could teleport, you could take a girl anywhere she wants to go, man. She like, I want to see the pyramids. Come on, baby, I got you. I'm telling you, teleportation is the most practical superpower. It's the best superpower you could ever have. You would rather have Wolverine powers? For what, though? For what? What you about to go and kill niggas and save people and shit? Why would you do, like, I ain't gonna lie. If I got superpowers, I don't want to be a hero, bro. But I'm not saying I want to be a villain either. I just want to mind my business, nigga. I just want to stay to myself and stack my chicken. Real selfish shit, you know what I'm saying? Like why I'm gonna put my life in harm's way and be getting, like, obviously if I see somebody right in front of me, like, yeah, I'll help them. But I'm not trying to be like plastered around the wall, you know, around the world as a hero and shit. Like, no, bro, I'm gonna keep my shit low key. What's good, Saying? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Teleportation is so boring. I gotta have a downside. No, bruh. I don't want no downsides. And I want it to be boring. I want to mind my business, bro. What about super strength? What are you gonna do with super strength? The only upside to super strength is maybe I'll be like a world-renowned athlete. And I'll just keep, you know, the super strength. Like, I'd cap myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be stronger than everybody else around me, but I wouldn't expose that I could lift up buildings and shit. But I'll just get rich and famous off of being the strongest nigga in the world. That's how I would do it. But it's like, what? Oh, because I got super strength, I gotta go and fight niggas and save people and shit? No, bro. I'm straight. Berto already got super strength based in his arms. Come on now. I'm glad you peeped. Yes, I went to the gym today, by the way. Thank you.
Where you at, Berto?
Thank you. I appreciate you noticing. I've been working on my body. Yes. You know, I recently started eating clean again. So for all you niggas that thought you was catching up to me, sorry. I'm back on my shit. I'm back on my bully. Flexing on you niggas. Yes. I have no shame. Y'all never stop sucking on this old fart. I don't know why would you want to lower my confidence? You should be trying to build my confidence. No more tacos? Yeah, I'm done with the tacos. I drink matchas and eat salads now. I'm a healthy person. I'm a healthy person, you know what I'm saying? I drink matchas and eat salads now. That's the level of like, that's what I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like you guys anymore. What up, man? What up? What'd you work out today? I had a pull day, so I did like back, some triceps, stuff like that. And I do abs every day. Eating a salad right now. Why you lying, bro? You not eating no fucking salad. I know you lying because I was lying. I ain't eating no salad, bro. I am eating healthier now, though. I've been Uber eating like every day. And I'm finally back in a space where I'm getting my meal preps. I'm not making the meal preps, but I'm ordering my meal preps again. I ate a stir fry today, Berto. Nice. You laughing my ass off. Yes, I am. Nah, you ain't eating no salad. You a lie. You eating a cheeseburger right now, nigga. I know you is. I'm trying to be healthy again, too. Yeah, that's cap. I don't believe you. I ate a fruit bag of Doritos. A bowl of fruit and a bag of Doritos. Blunts, what are you doing? This nigga ate a bowl of fruit. Blunts ate a bowl of fruit to make himself feel like he was being healthy, but he couldn't resist the bag of Doritos because that's really what he wanted. That nigga's like, okay, I'm gonna eat a bowl of fruit so I can excuse myself into eating a bag of Doritos. I thought it was better to cancel it out. That's not how that works, brother. That's not how that works. You're dead ass right about that? On me, I already know. I already know how it goes, gang. I already know. This nigga ate a bowl of fruit to justify his bag of Doritos. Yeah, you niggas got the game fucked up, bro. I'm glad everybody's doing okay, though, man. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. Be safe tonight if y'all going out tonight, Friday night. If not, you know, that's cool. We some inside nerdy ass niggas anyway. We don't go outside. It's scary outside. I like to stay home. A bowl of fruit is a much better snack than a bag of Doritos. What's y'all favorite fruit? You know what's low key, like good as fuck? Strawberry and whipped cream. I don't know where I was when I tried that, but I tried that one time and I was like, oh my God, I could eat this every day, all day. Strawberries and whipped cream. The three-headed idiots. What up? Welcome to the stream. I go touch grass. We know you do, DG. You probably own all the grass in the world. Multi-millionaire ass nigga. Kiwi. Kiwi's a good one. Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp as a fruit? What the hell is that? Never heard of Honeycrisp fruit. What is that? Let me see. Honeycrisp fruit. Is an apple? Honeycrisp apple. Nigga, did you just call an apple Honeycrisp? I ain't gonna lie, that deserves a 90-second timeout, bro. Hey, time that motherfucker out, bro. This nigga just called I've never ever in my entire life heard somebody call an apple Honeycrisp. Where the fuck are you living, gang? You must be from Italy or some shit. It's a style of apple, so it's not a regular apple. If they would have said green apple, I would have been on board, but Honeycrisp apple? Don't let me... Hey, do not let me find out that a Honeycrisp apple is just a red apple. You gonna piss me off. Let me see. Honeycrisp apples are about 3 inches in diameter. Their skin color is 60 to 90% molted red over a yellow. Okay, so Honeycrisp apples are red apples with a little bit of yellow. I ain't gonna lie to gang, that still makes me mad, bro. Berto, you live under a rock. Never in my entire life has anyone ever said, yo, you trying to eat a Honeycrisp? It's just an apple, gang. That's a regular ass apple, bro. That's a regular ass apple. Never has anyone ever said that to me. Why you a hater, Berto? I've just never heard that. I've just never heard that. Berto, I've been out of school for a while. Why are you not in school, bro? Get back in school. Have you ever had dragon fruit? Dragon fruit's good. I don't eat it a lot. You know what's the nastiest fruit on earth? Actually disgusting. And it smells bad. Have you guys ever had a jackfruit? Have you ever heard of a jackfruit, chat? Holy shit, these are the most disgusting things on planet Earth. A jackfruit? This shit is disgusting, bro. My mom be eating these shows. It's very common in Caribbean cultures. If you guys don't know, I'm part Jamaican. This shit is nasty, bro. And it smells. And it's big as fuck. It's called a jackfruit. Look at this. How did we even get on this topic? Why are we talking about fruits? Fruits don't make no money. Let's end the conversation right there. Until fruits start making money, we can't talk about fruits no more. It's a waste of time. Money is time, you know what I'm saying? Time is money. But they do. So if I start reacting to some fruits in this bitch, I'm gonna make money off that. Matter of fact, you know what? You might be right. I've been seeing these fucking AI fruits on TikTok. Maybe and they be getting millions of views. I know they making money. Oh shit. Hold on, maybe we do need to talk about fruits. We're about to start reacting to AI fruits, chat. Make some money on. Make some money on. Alright, y'all. Oh fuck. Did I not update my stream title? I did. Oh, but I didn't change the game though. I have it on probably playtime. All right. We all fruity? No, that's just you, gang. All right, y'all. Let us get into the first react of the day. Yelena, let me get the word of the day, man. And we can get into it. We can get into it. What's good, Mix? Welcome to the stream. I don't recall your face. I said face. I meant your name. Is the game good like this? What you mean? Just chatting, right? Yes. Just chatting. Thank you, Yelena. I appreciate you. Thank you, Yelena. Word of the day. They will fight against you, but they will not overcome you. For I am with you, will rescue you, declares the Lord. Can I get an amen in the chat?
Where you at, Berto?
Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. You guys could be anywhere, but you decided to kick it with your boy on a Friday night. That's how I know it's overly love. Big Where You At family in chat. If you don't know, my name is Berto. Where You At, Berto? It's the Where You At family. Come on, let's do it. Another blessed day to get to that money. Yes, sir. Come on. I heard Ice Spice was getting slapped up. Let's see what the fuck going on. How we? Hey, before I click record, we sounding good? Am I a little too loud? Do I sound like I'm peaking, or do I sound good? Should I turn the mic down some? Spam 1 if we good, 2 if you want me to turn it down some. Spam 1 if we good, 2 if we need to turn it down some. We're good. Okay, bet. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
3, 2. Shit, let me get my fucking headphones. Chad, I've been loving reacting with earbuds more than the big ass headphones. I just love the aesthetic. The aesthetic. Rama, I'm about to let you out, bro. This nigga all up on my space. You ever heard of personal space, buddy? All right. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto?
Oh, y'all been did that. Ice Spice slapped by fan inside LA McDonald's?
Okay, y'all, so Ice Spice ended up getting slapped by a fan and basically jumped at the McDonald's in Hollywood. And yes, is a whole mess. So Wednesday, Ice Spice was sitting in a booth with her friend, minding her business, and this girl named Vea runs.
Why was Ice Spice in McDonald's in the first place? She getting all this money and she just sitting there chilling in a McDonald's. I'm just curious on what the lore behind that is.
Up to
I'm not at McDonald's. Why, like, what if she's normal? I mean, bruh, I don't even think normal people eat McDonald's, bruh. Normal people eat Chick-fil-A. Am I tripping?
the table. So she's trying to get Ice Spice's friend to slide over initially so she can.
She not really getting money like that anymore. But what, you think she McDonald's broke though? Hell nah. She at least got to be in the Chick-fil-A with it. Am I tripping?
Sit with them. Then when that didn't work, she asked Ice Spice was she ready to shake some ass. And when Ice Spice and her friends started giving her those "what the hell is wrong with you" vibes, she got very offended and she started asking Ice Spice where was she from, and it went left from there. It ended up not only being that the girl slapped Ice Spice ended up throwing this guy's phone who was also with the girl. Now the guy did say that the girl was drunk.
Ice Spice is from Brooklyn now. She got that New York in her. She said, "Hold on, nigga. I'm ready to throw hands. Don't get it twisted."
But this
ass is not the only thing Ice Spice is throwing. She throwing them paws too. What up?
Ended up spilling into the streets and it ended up going down. Now I'm going to play the first clip and I'm only going to show half of it because I want y'all to hear how this girl ends up lying about what happened. So I'm going to play the clip, then I'm going to play what she stated happened, then I'm going to play the rest of the video. Take a look.
She really in this bitch chilling. She really in this bitch acting like it's nothing. What the hell? I did not expect to see Ice Spice just in this bitch chilling, hoodied up.
Ready?
This girl bold as shit though.
Ready for what? Shake ass. You shake ass? That's what you do, shake ass? So go shake ass. So you from Cali? So go shake ass. So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? No, I'm from Chirac. Where you from? Oh, you're from Chirac. Yeah. So where you from? So where you from? I'm from McDonald's. I don't even know. I'm from Wings.
Hung, that's crazy. What's up with this girl though? She tripping. But Ice Spice though, oh my god, she got her leaning. But this some hoe shit. But what I will say is, Ice Spice, bro, you making too much money. You got too much motion to just be chilling in the McDonald's dolly like this. This is crazy. And then look at this nigga. He's devious as fuck in the background. He laughing. He having a good old time. He's like, that's crazy. This is a clear case of jealousy. Yeah, for sure. This is stupid as fuck though. This girl really just threw away her freedom potentially. Like, this is assault at the end of the day. I don't know if Ice Spice is gonna take it there, but to even risk this, for what? For what? Meanwhile, Ice Spice is just sitting down minding her business.
Ice Spice over there, and I'm like, oh, for real? So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment, and then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, why are you over here? You could leave, bye. And I'm like, why are you being rude? Pretty much.
Okay, even if she was being rude, you didn't have to slap her though. That doesn't give you the right to just slap her.
And she was basically saying like, you could just leave, bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table. Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, you don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment. And I'm like, you know what? Where are you from? She said, I'm from New York. So I said, let me tell you something. I don't care where you from. I'm like, you in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting.
Your city? This your city? So if I come to LA, I gotta check in with you, shorty? I'm gonna get slapped up at the Mickey D's if I don't check in with your name. I don't even know who you are. They got you in the title as let me show everybody what they got you in the title as. They got you in the title as Ice Spice slapped by fan. They ain't even put your name in this, shorty. We don't know who you are.
If you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, "Oh, I'm not in the mood" or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me. So she kept going on. Then she calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her, and then so I got escorted out to McDonald's. And then so after they,
yo, Spice not playing. I guess we know why they call it Ice Spice now, cause shit can get spicy. That was corny as hell. I don't know why I said that. I'm mad I just said that on camera, live on stream. That was so corny. Alberto in the chat.
Fuck y'all. That's why. Fuck you and that bitch.
Damn.
Alright. Why would I relax you?
But that's not all. So the guy who phoned she threw ended up trying to fight her outside.
Wait, calm down, calm down.
Mama.
Let me fight her.
Wait.
Yo, Spice not playing. She said, let me fight her. Now, let's just talk about this lame ass dude right now, though. What are you trying to fight a girl for, bro? What you trying to fight a girl for? You know what it is.
Weirdo.
Calm down.
On your mama. Let me fight her. Let me fight a Why would you want to fight me? Are you a bitch?
Calm down.
You want to fight a bitch? Why would you fight me, bitch?
We get off on anything.
And then they ended up all
Yo.
fighting in the street. Now, I can't show the video because YouTube be on some other stuff, but you can find the video anywhere, okay? Now, Ice Spice ended up getting knocked down. I don't know if she got dropped or if she fell. I really couldn't see it very clear, but this whole situation was ridiculous and it was really petty and stupid. So now Ice Spice's attorney, Bradford Cohen, told TMZ that this was an unprovoked attack. They already reported it to LAPD and they are going after Vea criminally and
Threw your life away for nothing. Now, I don't think you'll do like crazy time for something like this, but the fact that you got to do time at all, for what? For what? We could nitpick and say Ice Spice was rude in this situation, but at the end of the day, bro, she was minding her business at a McDonald's, eating her food. You did not need to put your hands on her, period. Like, that's the end of the story. Like, there's really nothing else to dissect here. You just put your hands on her for no reason. And shout out to that. Wait, I'm tripping. I was about to say shout out to that nigga. But that nigga is a lame. Bro's over here trying to fight Shorty. And then Ice Spice is standing her ground. She's like, hey, bro, is you a bitch, nigga? Is you a bitch trying to fight me? Let me fight her and you watch out. Hey, one thing's for sure. It looked like Ice Spice definitely got some more street cred. She definitely got that New York in her. Hey, shout out to Lero with the sub, man. Big subs in the chat. Big Lero in the chat. Much love. Appreciate you, bro.
And not only that, the McDonald's location could be getting sued too for not having proper security. So Ice Spice is coming for everybody and right.
I will say though, Ice Spice, you gotta have security though. I know you probably want to pop out and just do regular shit. I didn't know you was still eating McDonald's, you know, but you got too much motion to be like, you gotta Uber eat that. You gotta Uber eat that, or you gotta make sure security is pulling up with you, because there is literally no reason why you're just chilling on your ones or twos in a McDonald's.
So, but this is the thing. I think people fail to understand that these celebrities do not always want to be bothered. Not only that, I think the way the girl approached them was very awkward. I think she was probably nervous and really didn't know what to say, and that's the best that she could come up with. But you know, Ice Spice doesn't have the best reputation for being kind to her fans, so I believe that's why the girl ran with that narrative when she threw out that story to TMZ, because that's really kind of Ice Spice's reputation, allegedly. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation in the comments. Do you think Ice Spice should have handled it differently? What do you think about the girl going totally left and slapping the mess out of Ice Spice?
I think Ice Spice should have handled it differently for sure, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, she didn't do anything that warranted getting slapped. The only thing that could have warranted getting slapped is Ice Spice slapping first. So, you know, at best I say she needs security, and shouldn't be going to McDonald's. Like, what? I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think of this situation. It looked like nobody got hurt, so thankful for that. Little shorty that slapped her. I mean, luckily, you might not do much time for this. You look like you low-key could have been underage just from the way she was talking. So you might get away with, you know, a slap on the wrist and some money, some fines and whatnot. Maybe if you're lucky. But don't be surprised if they try to throw that hammer at you, though, because shit. Just if it was me, just out of pettiness, I'm gonna make sure you get the maximum sentence on G. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Type to the Twitch stream so you never miss a live stream reaction. My name's Berto. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family so you never miss a live stream reaction. Gone. Yo, what's good, Davin? Welcome to the stream, big dog. What up? What up? I appreciate all my new viewers in the chat, man. I really do. I really do. What's good, Izzy? What you got going? If you're a new viewer in the chat, say what up. Don't be shy, bro. Gang, my eyes mad itchy. I've got work to do, but I'm blessed. Hey, that is the only thing to be blessed. I did shout out Laura, but shout out to Laura again with the sub. Big subs in the chat. Where are we at? We are 9 subs away from our sub goal. Appreciate everybody that's donating. We always got love for the new family members. Exactly. Big love in the chat, man. I did shout out Laura, though. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for the next joint? Is it pollen? What you niggas allergic to? Hey, Berto, made 500 views on my video in a couple of days. Hey, my nigga Izzy, bro. What's your video about? What are you posting about? You don't got to say it if you don't want to, but I'm curious. What type of content are you making? And forgive me if you told me already, but I genuinely don't remember. Oh, it's okay. I just know the feeling of getting ads when the stream is getting good. W. Laro again in the chat. Big dog. Y'all ready for the next vid? Seemed like it. I definitely need to run up my TikTok before I start my YouTube channel. Bro, TikTok is weird, bro. I've been trying to get my TikTok back up. I've just kind of slowed down again, but TikTok sucks now, bro, as a platform, honestly. But, you know, got to do what you got to do as a content creator. TikTok fucking sucks. I don't know what's going on. And I know TikTok sucks because I'll post a video on YouTube. I'll post a YouTube short and an Instagram reel. 20,000 views, 30,000 views, even 100,000 views. And then on TikTok, 100 views. I'm like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. How does the same content go viral on other platforms and then on TikTok, which is supposed to be the most viral platform, gets 100 views? I'm like, shit don't make no sense, but it is what it is. Can you give me advice? What's up, Lee Daffy? Welcome to the stream, first of all. Well, what's up? The algorithm audience is just different. Not for sure, but it's just like I got 100,000 followers on TikTok on that page. For it to only get 100 views is like, damn, nigga. It's like, damn. You ain't show it to nobody that follows me in this bitch. But hey, enough of all that complaining shit. TikTok is just for brain rot, in my opinion. Me personally, I like Instagram way more than TikTok. I feel like Instagram, like, obviously doom scrolling is bad, but whenever I am doom scrolling, I doom scroll on Instagram. Instagram is way better in my personal opinion. Izzy said, my channel is mainly just Christian content, but mainly animation story times like you did in the past. So still new to this. Hopefully finna use it to abuse these analytics. For sure. Okay. Bless. That's dope, man. Keep going. Keep fucking going. Ladaffy said, my girl doesn't want me to be with her because of some culture shit. Elaborate on that. My girl's dad doesn't want me to be with her because of some culture shit. How old are you? That's the first question, because depending on how old you are, that will change my answer. "20 soon." So you're 20. So you're about to go to college. You're like a freshman in college. I'll say, bro, how long you been with your girl? You and your girl really locked in, or it's a new type of situation? A year? I would say y'all locked in then. Honestly, fuck what that nigga talking about then, honestly, bro. Straight up. Now, obviously, if it's if it's something that's really bothering your girl, you guys can keep talking about it, but we can't let scars that our parents have been through and bad habits that our parents have dictate our lives. Especially you, a grown man, you know what I'm saying? You about to go to college, you with your girl, you been with your girl, y'all got a good situation going, and they don't like you because of what? Racism, essentially? Like, it's not because of your character, it's not because of you, like, did he have a bad interaction with you? Like, if there's not nothing he can really point at and be like, nah, but she can't go against her dad. What do you mean? What? I never met that nigga. I mean, again, bro, everybody lives their life how they want, and I don't think it's necessarily about going against her dad. Like, what is she saying to you? What is she communicating to you? Like, and how are y'all together for a year? How are y'all together for a year and it wasn't an issue? Now all of a sudden it's an issue. BB Stitch, first time seeing the stream. Great to see you live. Welcome to the Where You At family, man. I appreciate you pulling up. Make sure you follow up, turn your notices on so you never miss a live stream. We here, we locked in, twin.
Where you at, Berto?
But my overall point, bro, is if y'all been together for this long, I would not lose a good thing because of a third party, bro. At the end of the day, it's y'all lives. And you guys are old enough to make, good decisions. And yeah, she can't, her dad it's old fashioned African, man. I believe it's that tribe shit. Why don't you go meet the nigga then, bro? You never tried to meet him? I feel like the first step is meeting him. I'm not saying that's going to fix the problems, but, show him that you a stand-up individual, that you love his daughter, and you got respect for him, his family, his culture. Learn more about the culture. You know what I'm saying? Learn more about the culture. Show that you respect it. Show that you want to put the work in. There's got to be a middle ground. And then if there absolutely isn't, it really just comes down to how your girl is feeling. If your girl is showing signs that, she don't want to push through, then, maybe you guys aren't aligned. But if she's showing signs that she want to push through, bro, her mom is on our side. That's what I'm saying, bro. Fuck what Papa talking about. But I think the first step is, showing that respect, bro. I would say go meet him. Talk to him man to man. Show him that, you're a stand-up dude, which I'm assuming you are. Hopefully. If you're not, then maybe if you're not a stand-up nigga, then maybe Pops is right. Let's not sweep that under the rug like that's not a thing. Are you doing the right things? You know what I'm saying? Are you locked in? Are you purpose driven? Are you respectful? Are you treating your woman like a queen? Because if you a piece of shit nigga, then maybe Papa is seeing something that we all probably need to be paying attention to. That would suck though. I'm a kind person. that would want to be involved with my partner's family. I've never been on that end of the stick. Okay, bro. So I would say find the compromises that you can make on your end to make it work. Meet Papa, because at the end of the day, as her father, you want to respect him. You want to respect that, show that respect. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta bend your back a little bit, pause, to make it work, do it. If you care about it, I'll leave it at that. Think about it, bro. Let's get into this next vid. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
Oh, we were just talking about TikTok. 3, 2. Pretty privilege is real, and TikTok proves it.
Okay, so pretty privilege.
I just saw a video that said pretty privilege is so real because you can be as weird as you want, but if you're hot, you're still gonna get invited places and you're not gonna be a weird girl. You're still gonna be hot.
I'm bored. Tell me what's the furthest pretty privilege has taken you.
Pretty privilege is such a real thing. Why? Because pretty girls do not have to spend that much money on clothing or accessories. Why, you might ask? Because the face is the outfit. When you're pretty, no one's looking at your fucking outfit. Let's be so fucking for real. They're looking at your face. Because you're pretty.
Pretty privilege is so intriguing to me because as long as you're attractive, basically any of your bad traits can be seen as a good thing.
So weird though, you can be as weird as you want.
I mean, this is for men and women, honestly. Like, things that girls will find cringe and guys, if they're attracted to you, they'll pass on it. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, that's actually kind of cute. It's unique. They'll find a different word. It'll go from cringe to unique real quick if they find you attractive. But I don't think this is a bad thing, bro. Anybody that's bitching and complaining about pretty privilege or handsome privilege, whatever you want to call it, honestly, bro, you know, you're coping. You know what I'm saying? You're making excuses on why you shouldn't improve on yourself. At the end of the day, we're all born with disadvantages and advantages in different ways. You just got to find what works for you and lean into it.
It's completely overlooked. You're just hot. Like, how did that happen?
It's everywhere in TikTok right now, and honestly, it's not just some random trend. It's a real social thing that affects tons of people every single day. We'd like to think today that it's all about personality, talent, or what you create, right?
I mean, there's some truth to it, because at the end of the day, like, look at somebody like who's that Marlon guy. Marlon, he's a streamer, right? I think, and a lot of people find him attractive. I'm sure he would have some level of success if it was just only about his looks. But I think the fact that he's entertaining, the fact that he's athletic, the fact that he's, you know, doing all these other things, that's what's also helping his career propel to another level. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I feel like, you know, but then you look at somebody like who's that other kid that people used to make fun of, Dabo. Everybody was saying he's chopped, but he's still funny, he's still entertaining, he's still doing what he's trying to do. So it's like, bro, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. You just got to find what works for you. And if you were blessed with conventionally attractive looks, lean into it, use it. If you were born like me, chop shit, hey bro, you just gotta, you gotta work on yourself and find another way to get it. I did.
But nope, when it comes to social media, how you look still holds massive power. So today I want to dive into what pretty privilege actually means, how it plays out on TikTok, and why it's kind of harmful. Not just for people who don't fit into these narrow beauty standards, but even for those who do. So what is pretty privilege anyway? It's basically all the advantages people get just because they're considered attractive by society standards, but, and it is really important, these standards are super narrow and honestly kind of exclusive. Especially on TikTok, pretty usually means fitting this Western Eurocentric ideal, like being tall, thin, white, flawless skin, basically the picture perfect look you see everywhere. And the crazy thing? People who fit that mode get treated way better. They get more likes, more followers, better job opportunities, sometimes even freebies, all because of their appearance. Meanwhile, people who don't fit that mode might be ignored or even face outright discrimination. And it's unfair, but Unfortunately, that's real. You've probably seen Pretty Privilege blowing up on TikTok. It's actually got over 150 million views. That's insane. It's out there in the open with creators sharing their real experiences. Like Medline Ford, a Canadian model who talks about how her looks have literally gotten her free meals, beauty products, and VEEB treatment at events. But it's not all glam. Some creators have posted side-by-side videos showing how their social experiences changed dramatically after a physical makeover. Suddenly, they were getting kindness, attention, opportunities they never had before. And it shows just how much your appearance can shape your whole social experience. And that's kind of wild, right? And now...
Juke said Berto was chopped in high school. Nigga was walking around looking dumb as fuck with sea sponge on his head. Ah! You know what's actually crazy, though? That wasn't high school, bro. I'm pretty sure I had my hair bleached and dyed after high school. I was probably like 18, 19, 20, maybe 21 rocking that. I was a grown ass man doing that, man. You were blonde? Yeah, let me show y'all. I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna find a picture for y'all when I had the blonde hair.
I want you to welcome the Calgary sisters. They're basically a blueprint of what a lot of people now call TikTok pretty. So their rise on social media is a perfect example of how the algorithm and audience attention often favor conventionally attractive faces, especially when they're paired with a Polish aesthetic and created lifestyle. Each sister started making TikToks on their own, but when they teamed up, their popularity just exploded. Their videos are mostly synchronized dances, fashion showcases, beauty routines, and lifestyle vlogs. They've got this flawless skin, symmetrical faces, and trendy outfits that fit perfectly into the TikTok pretty mode. And
yeah, this was 2021. I don't think I look too crazy though. I look bad? I don't think I look too crazy. That was 2021. 2021. And then my shit kind of started growing out a little bit. My shit started growing out in 2021. Come on, man. It wasn't too bad. Juke is just bullying me. Juke's a bully. Bully Juke in the chat. 2022. It started it was really on its end. It was about to get out. That's not what I was talking about. Oh, you weren't talking about my yellow hair? Oh, well. And then by 2023, that shit was all gone. My hair was longer though. Should I grow my hair back? My dreads were way longer in this. I cut a lot of my dreads out. Y'all think I need a haircut, but y'all like this hairstyle like now? I feel like I'm too old to be doing the hair all in my eyes. Like I gotta keep it at a certain level. I gotta keep it like at a certain level now. I don't know, bro. I wish I was conventionally attractive too, bro. But you know, I just had to find my own swag, bro.
TikTok's algorithm seems to love them for it, pushing their videos to millions of people.
What made you decide to cut your locks? I just started feeling like I was looking childish, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like it was just like I still have locks. Like my hair is still free-formed locks, but you know, I just had to trim that shit. I need a haircut though. I've look goddamn crusty as shit right now.
If you're done with your ex, move on to the next. If you're done with your ex.
Their content, fashion hauls, dance trends, beauty routines isn't super new or groundbreaking, but because they check TikTok pretty boxes, flawless skin, symmetrical features, styled hair, trendy outfits, they've been able to blow up really fast. And this is where pretty privilege really kicks in. It's not just about being good looking, it's about fitting into a very specific kind of beauty that TikTok loves to promote. And you often see comments on forums and Reddit threads wondering if their success is more about their appearance than the actual content. People aren't necessarily hating, it's just the part of a bigger question. Would they be as popular if they didn't look the way they do? When young people seeing these creators gaining huge followings because of how they look, it can suggest that changing your appearance is the key to success. On top of that, the Gallagher sisters also come from a pretty privileged background. Their dad is a businessman and their mom is literally a fashion designer. So they've had access to professional styling, expensive clothes. And it's so important because pretty privilege isn't just about looks. It's all about having the resources to maintain and package those looks in a way that appeals to the platform.
I mean, this is cool and all, but it's just like, again, I really encourage y'all to stop comparing yourselves to others, bro. Like, there's going to be a billion people that get handouts and their problems are just going to be different in life. You know what I'm saying? They might have been born with money and fashion designer parents and business parents and they got all the money in the world, cool. But now they need to learn how to be a decent human being that's not a spoiled fucking brat. Okay? And then you might be born with nothing and you might be super talented and you know, maybe you're not as good looking, but you know what it means to work hard and appreciate the people around you and treat people with respect. So now you have a foundation of good morals and values, and now you got to figure out how to get that money on. And you know, we could sit here all day and debate about which one is better and which one's worse, but honestly, bro, it's all a blessing. It's all an opportunity. We all waking up and having the same 24. We got to get to it. So it's like, you really just got to stop comparing yourself to others. That's the big disadvantage that we all will have in life. Trying to look at somebody else's situation and thinking that that should be ours. Figure out your own world, figure out what works for you, and keep going.
Their coordinated outfits, glam vibes don't just happen by chance. They're part of a brand, one that's been shaped by both beauty and access. And they definitely have fans who adore them, especially for their fashion confidence and sister dynamic. But there's also some criticism. Some people feel like their videos lack substance and that they're only being rewarded because they look a certain way. And that right there is where the TikTok pretty privilege conversation really shows up. It's not about whether the sisters are talented or not. It's about how social media often puts appearance above originality and how that makes it way harder for creators who don't fit the mold to get noticed. Leah Houghton is another big example.
George Zoo, hey my love, still thinking about you the last couple of days where you left me crippled, missed you. I don't know what the fuck she talking about. Welcome to the stream though. Don't know who that is or what they talking about, man.
Example, she perfectly shows how beauty standards drive social media success. She fits the classic Western beauty ideals, glowing skin, symmetrical features, full lips, and that soft glam makeup style that's all about looking flawless and youthful. Leah's videos are often super simple, just like posing or moving gently to trending music, but they go viral all the time. And that's because TikTok's algorithm loves faces like hers, even if the videos don't have much story or educational value. And I can't believe the video got 1 billion views for that. And that right there has sparked
got a billion views? The fuck did she do? She lip synced and got 1 billion views? Jesus. That's like that Bella Porsche girl. Y'all remember Bella Porsche? What happened to Bella Porsche? I remember she was going crazy. That was back in my TikTok days. She was like one of the top creators. She's still going stupid? She's still getting money? Man. Hey man, like I said, bro. Get it how you get it. I ain't gonna lie. If all I had to do was shake my head and fucking sing along to some words to make millions of dollars, I'd do it too, bro. I do it too. She does OF. Don't tell me Bella Porsche does OF. Bella Porsche does OF now, gang? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Shit.
1 billion views for that. And that right there has sparked some debates about TikTok, and it's crazy.
She's still making money though. Because I know for sure, Bella Porsche, she dropped her OF, she probably, shit.
Bias, how it favors creators who are just pretty even when they're not making—
Should I start an OF chat? Y'all gonna subscribe? Y'all gonna subscribe to my shit? How many of y'all gonna subscribe? Be honest. No? Nobody subscribing to me? Just stick to what I do? You old fart fuck no? Juke said she would. That's one. What should I price my shit? If I was gonna start it, what should I price my shit at? I'm not a gooner. I'm not gonna post no gooner shit, bro. I'm gonna just post like I'm gonna post motivational speeches and shit. I really should just put it on Patreon, but I'm gonna troll and put it on OF. Instead of making a Patreon, I'm gonna make an OF, y'all. Y'all gonna subscribe? I'm gonna make that bitch $10.99.
In the most original or meaningful content, while other creators spend hours writing sketches, making tutorials, or telling stories, Leah's videos ride almost entirely on her looks and vibe. And Leah isn't just lucky, she benefits from this so-called pretty privilege. The algorithm literally rewards her because her face grabs attention fast. And it's not just about her effort or creativity, but this bigger system bias built into digital culture. And it's so wild to think how much of success on TikTok depends on these hidden biases.
There's such a big difference between TikTok pretty and normal pretty, and I'm really worried for the young girls growing up in this digital age and how that's gonna affect their self-esteem. Because I am a grown-ass woman, and it still affects my self-esteem. So this is what I would call TikTok pretty. This is what
It's all good, yellow.
I look like when I post TikTok videos, because this is what people like. This is like how videos get views when I look like this. And then this is what I actually look like. So this filter is just makeup. So if I wear makeup, this is what I look like. I don't look like the prior when I wear makeup.
Wait, I zoned out. Let me see the before and after.
Like, this is like how videos get views when I look like this. And then this is what I actually look like. So
it's not too bad though. Shout out to Lil Shorty, man. That's not a too bad before and after. We done seen some crazy before and afters with the filters, gang. We done seen some motherfuckers be like, oh, you look like a whole different person. Goddamn motherfucking filter was goddamn plastic surgery.
Weirdo. So this filter is just makeup. So if I wear makeup, this is what I look like. I don't look like the prior when I wear makeup. What's good, Blood Wolf? What up? The prior is just a filter to make me look TikTok pretty. And I'm pretty confident with how I look in real life. But I can't get myself to post a video like this because people on TikTok don't find this, like, this isn't TikTok pretty, so it's not going to get views if I post a video looking like this.
And one big issue with the rise of super polished, conventionally attractive creators like the Caligari sisters or Leah Holton is that it creates a kind of bottleneck on TikTok's discovery system, because the algorithm tends to favor faces and aesthetics that fit this narrow beauty standard, and it also pushes these creators to the top over and over again. But what does that really mean for everyone else? Like, imagine for a second yourself spending hours crafting clever skits, teaching cool skills, or sharing unique stories, but still getting lost in the sea of videos because the algorithm keeps pushing those flawless faces front and
again. This is just, I'm sure this is true. I'm not gonna sit here and say that's not true, but I really challenge y'all not to adopt this mentality, bro. Because the moment you start promoting a mentality to yourself that it's not within your control, like, oh, the reason I'm not successful is because everybody else just looks so much better than me and they're promoting everybody else, so I'm like, I'm never gonna get a chance. The reason that is a terrible mindset, because if that were 100% facts, like you really never had a chance, then you might as well just fucking give up, because everything is rigged. You can only get lucky. And that is pretty much promoting and saying that everybody that is successful and has a career in anything, they just got lucky. They didn't have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? While some people did get lucky and didn't have to work for it, we can't sit here and stop ourselves from trying to do what we want to do because of what other people got going on. You have to remain in control. You have to accept that there's just certain things in this life that ain't got nothing to do with you. So what they got a handout? So what they fucking are prettier or more handsome than you? It doesn't matter. Who cares? You just got to lock in and figure out your own way.
Center. That's not just frustrating, it's actually quite discouraging, and it can make creators feel invisible.
You have to believe the opportunities are abundant. Exactly. Thank you so much for that, Lauro. An abundant mindset. You got to believe in yourself. You got to put the work in, and you have to have an abundant mindset. Understand that you are worthy. Understand that you are capable. That's the only thing that you need to be thinking about every day. Go get it.
And quite undervalued. And I know that some people...
And I ain't gonna lie, sorry for the triple pause in a row, but it's like, I just am so passionate about this shit because that was something that I used to struggle with even on my grind. I had to realize that a negative mindset, the more you focus on negative shit, the more negative shit happens to you, bro. The more you be thinking to yourself like, yo, what about this? What's not gonna work out? And then one day my aunt told me something that stuck with me forever. You're always thinking about what if shit's not gonna work out. What if you spent even half of the time you think about worrying about shit and it not working out and started focusing on what if it did work out? And it like changed my perspective, bro, because, bro, I feel like so many of us, when we are dealing with shit, all we think about is the negative outcomes. All we think about is why everything is not going to work. Oh, I shouldn't do it because of this. I shouldn't do it because of that. I shouldn't do. And it's like almost never you're like, I should probably do it because of this, and this, though. You know what I'm saying? We just are so brainwashed into thinking about the negative outcomes. But once you start changing your mind and focusing on the positive outcomes, you'll start to realize that there was a reason that you wanted to do it in the first place. There's pros to this shit. So just go get it. Focus on the positive. Come on.
At this point, might be asking why this matters even. You know, it's not just unfair for individual creators, it also hurts TikTok as a platform. When the algorithm favors one kind of creator over the other, it reduces the variety of content we see. Social media should be the place where anyone can find an audience, no matter their background or appearance. Okay, now let's talk about something that comes up every single time someone speaks about pretty privilege, the gaslighting response, and honestly, it drives me crazy. Gaslighting is basically when someone tries to make you question your own reality or experiences.
I decided I'm gonna start gaslighting you.
You're gonna start gaslighting me?
That's not what I said.
You literally just said
you're being dramatic.
But in the context of pretty privilege, it usually sounds like this.
That was so cringe.
You're just jealous. It's not that deep. Everyone struggles. Just work harder. Maybe you're just bitter because you're not pretty. Like, what? Instead of acknowledging the real systemic bias people face for not fitting the beauty standards, the conversation just gets turned around to make you feel like you're the one who has the problem for ever noticing it in the first place. And this is where it gets really dangerous because it makes people feel like crazy or petty for pointing out.
I mean, I guess like we can have the conversation. I'm not mad at the conversation, but again, anytime I'm around somebody and I start noticing they just a complainy ass person, just like instead of getting to the fucking solution and problem solving, they just complaining about what they don't got and what they don't have. It's like, bro, just watch out. I don't want to talk to you. You are draining my energy in the worst way. Like, I don't want to talk to people that only have, you know, that literally only have negative things to say. Like, bruh, I'm trying to win, okay? I'm going to win by any means necessary type of nigga. We don't got time for the fucking, well, they have this and they have that. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Obvious patterns. If someone shares how differently they were treated before and after the glow up, or how their content gets ignored because they don't look the part, the gaslight response is basically saying, that's not real, you're just insecure. It totally derails the conversation and invalidates experiences that are backed up by actual trends, actual data, and thousands of similar stories. And here's the truth. The gaslight response doesn't happen because people don't understand what pretty privilege is. It happens because they're uncomfortable enough.
W45 stream for my dog Blood Wolf, man. Big Blood Wolf in the chat. Yes, sir.
Acknowledging it. It threatens this idea that social media is a meritocracy or that we all have equal opportunities if we just try hard enough. But the truth is, some people can post 3-second videos blinking at the camera and go viral, while others are pouring hours into creative edits and barely get seen. But when you say, hey, maybe this has something to do with the way I look, and people immediately shut you down, it's not a fair debate. And it silences real conversations we actually need to have. When kindness is conditional. Okay, so I'm gonna pause for a second and show you
Facts,
what I
same.
actually mean when I say that kindness can be totally conditional. Like, this isn't just a theory that I came up with, it's actually real and it shows up all the time on TikTok. I came across some videos where creators did transformations or glow-ups, and honestly the difference in how people treat them before and after is kind of wild. So I'm gonna react to a few right now and we'll break down what's actually happening.
Get ready with me while I talk about how my life changed after glowing up. Here are the credentials. First, almost everyone treats you better. This includes like workers, professionals, friends, basically everyone. People seem to be like more interested in what you say too in content.
I mean, bro, this is just basic shit though. You know, not to sound insensitive, but like, looks matter, but it's not the end all be all. If you don't know somebody and you meet them for the first time, the only thing you have to judge them off of is their looks. So if that person is more attractive to you, more presentable to you, yes, you're going to feel more comfortable around them. Yes, you're going to feel, you know, a little bit more like willing to speak to them and do whatever the fuck. But the moment that person opens their mouth and shows you that they're a piece of shit, an asshole, or a good person, respectful human being, that's where the ties kind of shift. Whether it's a lack of confidence, whether you have a lot of confidence, whether you lack social skills, or you are a social butterfly, like all of these things matter. You know what I'm saying? And whether you are attractive or not is just pretty much a good head start or a slight step back. But again, it varies, bro. It varies. And it's going to vary from person to person and, you know, whether you mesh with these people or not. So, again, y'all, that's why I always strive to tell you, like, don't be afraid to be the best version of yourself like when you're presenting yourself to people. Like, you should get up out the house and put on a decent fit every day. And that doesn't mean you need to be on some model fashion shit every time, but just step out the house feeling and looking presentable, because you look good, you're going to feel good, you're going to perform better. The more you look in the mirror and you're like, I feel cozy, I feel good, I feel comfortable, the better chance you have at performing when you're talking to people. So it's like, these are just little small things that you need to just implement into your life regardless, bro. There's really should never be no reason why you stepping outside your house and you ain't even brush your teeth or wipe the crust out your eyes. Like, goddamn, again, I'm not saying every time you step out, you need to goddamn put the flyest fit on, but even just a gray sweatpants and a white tee, there's a way to do it, and then there's a way to be like, you look bummy, you know?
As to before, where you're kind of just more invisible. Second is that when you're attractive, it's more acceptable to be weird. So like if you're attractive and weird, you kind of just seen more as quirky, but if you're less attractive and you're weird, you're just seen as more strange.
And this is the perfect example of how society, and especially social media, gives more kindness, more attention, and even basic respect if you meet certain beauty standards.
I hate to break it to y'all, but whether you are pretty or ugly in this world, it decides how you are treated. I've spoken about this before and I'm going to do it again because it's like some people don't understand that being considered ugly or like fat and so on really decides whether or not you're treated good or bad in a lot of situations. Why is the world built like this? I couldn't freaking tell you who decided that how you look depends on who gets treated like.
Berto be speaking, but why he always got a homeless fit on? Hey man, nah, we not about to do that. I got that shit on, man. Big cozy fit. I'm calm. I'm chilling. I'm in the crib. I'm in the crib with it. I'm at home. But I'm on my cozy shit, big calm shit, man. Stop playing with me. Nigga, you wish you could dress like me. Don't let me turn the rest of this reaction into a goddamn fashion show. I'll go put 10 different fits on right now and flex on your asses. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We can do that. Spare yourselves. Come on, man. I really go put that shit on y'all real quick. Y'all ever seen a groom video? You know how the hoes be? They be popping out, wearing different outfits and doing 360s and shit. We could do that mid-vid. Y'all gonna be mad as fuck. Groom with BERTO. Stop playing. Don't you ever play with the fits.
asshole and who doesn't, and who decided who looks bad enough to get treated like asshole and who doesn't. But what I can tell you is pretty privilege.
Shoes on the floor though. You know, I ain't gonna lie, that's something that just never really like stuck. I know like a lot of people, that's like a rule in their house, but my parents never really cared about that. Like no shoes in the house. So me personally, I don't really give a fuck about that shit. You know, and I vacuum and clean very often. I have a cleaning lady that comes every week, and mops my floors and shit. So like, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck about the shoes in the house thing. But you know, when I walk into other people's house, I definitely respect that. But I hear you. That's not the first time I've heard that.
Definitely exists.
And this is actually so real. You can feel this frustration in the voice. People treat you like you're invisible. And it makes you wonder, where are they even seeing you as a real person in the first place? And it's not just compliments, it's like job offers, networking, or even just people being nicer. And this is the part that messes with your head. Like, is kindness really about character? Or is it just about looking the part? So yeah, these videos are funny, frustrating, and honestly a little bit depressing.
Omar,
they show
what
that
up?
pretty privilege isn't just about getting free stuff. It's about how people decide who deserves kindness, respect, and even basic human decency. And if that's something we're teaching ourselves and younger users through content like this, that your value goes up only when you look a certain way, that's a big problem. I don't think people were evil for doing this. I think they were just gotten so used to it, and we just forget to question it.
W video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one. Definitely a good conversation. But at the end of the day, I said my piece, man. Y'all just work on your confidence and understand that your personality ultimately is what's going to seal the deal. Your looks might get you through the door, sure. But if you a piece of shit, nobody's going to want to be around you. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. My name's Berto. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family. Link to that is in the description. You know you want to be on the Twitch streams. We live streaming reactions every single day. So I want to see y'all there. Come on. I'm gone. Personality and Munyon. Oh, we forgot about the Munyon.
Where you at, Berto?
Make sure you got some Munyon, man. Make sure you got that Munyon. Can't forget the Munyons. But I feel like the Munyons also depend on like where you're at in life. Like if you're younger, you can get away with not having as much Munyon. What did you ask me, Izzy? Ayo, Berto, do you think corn has an impact on pretty privilege or nah? Let me know your take. Do you think corn has an impact on pretty privilege? I don't know if I understand that question. Why would corn have an impact on pretty privilege? I don't know, bro. I don't know if I understand that question, bro. So I guess the answer is no, maybe? I don't understand that question for real. Do you think it played a role on how people sexualized women? Okay. Definitely. I mean, I feel like women are way too over-sexualized nowadays. We just reacted to a video the other day where somebody tried to sexualize Pokemon for sitting down in her chair. And it was like, oh my God, the way her thigh moved when she sat down in the chair. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Some of y'all are actually fried in the brain. Like, y'all over here sexualizing women for just existing. Shorty sat down and niggas was trying to sexualize. I was like, okay, bro. This is where I draw the line. Like, some of y'all are just weirdos. Like, a girl is just existing in her own natural habitat, sitting down, and niggas was talking about some, oh my God, look at the way her thigh velocity hit the chair. What? Fucking weirdo. Can't stand them. Make me sick. Make me sick to my stomach. Let's get into the next vidski, huh? Women are participating in the over-sexualization of women, though. That's the issue. I mean, that's true. I'm not saying that that's not the case. But, I mean, it's just a two-way street. I will say, I'll go on record and say that I feel like the over sexualization of women starts with the men though. Niggas are weak-minded as fuck. And that might sound like a feminist ass take, but the reality is I feel like the women can only profit off of the over sexualization of them and shit if the men are buying. So at the end of the day, it's these niggas. Somewhere along the lines, niggas just started getting weaker and weaker in the mind when it came to discipline. And we all know why. We could break that down. It gets deep. You know what I'm saying? We have more people are having kids without being in, committed relationships and growing children that aren't disciplined and having, good influences in their lives. We can go down that list forever on why certain shit is playing the way it's playing. But ultimately, with a black and white level, girls wouldn't be able to profit off the over sexualization if the niggas weren't buying. What's wrong with being a freak, gang? Bro, there's nothing wrong with being a freak, but like, you gonna freak for everybody? Like, Jesus Christ. Have some exclusivity. Like, be a freak for your person, man. You just gonna freak for everybody in broad daylight? Like, Jesus Christ, nigga. OF is modern day prostitution. I would say, I mean, for the most part it is, yeah. For the most part it is. Now, again, that's like a surface level answer though, because I know there's some women out there that aren't selling their cheeks for real. They're just posting what they would post on Instagram and profiting off of it. But, it's like, that's probably not most of them though. So decorum. Yes, we need to have more decorum. I like that word. I'm taking that. Oh. All right, y'all ready for the next vid, Ski? I told him to get in the whip with me. Let's go. You're not my hoe. For sure. I give me a bucket of hoe. I need a
So he said,
Berto has bars. Overly had bars. Always had bars. Too much bars. Oh shit, I might need to post this vid right now. God damn, this shit going crazy. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
3, 2, 1. Y'all ready? What was the last video we reacted to? TikTok pretty privilege. Now we're reacting to this. The Marlon situation is bad.
so he sits there and he holds like this. When I'm touching his hand, he kind of pulled it out a little bit like this. I was like, in what, bro? Like, of course I'm not gonna do that because, bro, one, I'm done for it.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. Don't tell me it's brother.
I could understand it. Going outside into bad neighborhoods with chains on and saying, yeah, I got no security, I'm in this hood. Yeah, bro, God forbid somebody wants to go get brunch with a vibe and you got in your face putting the camera in you in her face. Like, what the
It just seems like nowadays, to be a streamer, you have to deal with the most annoying fan base online. Whether that is with people consistently asking you to change who you actually are so they can fit an ideal version, people over here trying to manipulate what you actually say, or even instances like this where they might pretend to be fans to pull up on you and either force you into a collab or just annoy you when you are trying to live your daily life. And this happens way too often nowadays. I want to break down this Mueller situation where it just shows how these fans can get out of control. But in order to do that, we have to start from the very beginning with who even are these people and how do we get here in the first place?
London has become That's just what it is. I'm not saying it because I'm from outside. The people who live here literally texted me and was like, bro, that's what I've been telling people. London, and it is, bro. Like, it's become. There's certain people in this country, and that's just like full on straight up trying to act tough.
For anyone who was unaware, this is MAR3LG, better known as Marlon, who is a pretty popular streamer who got a lot of fame towards the end of last year. He's known for doing a bunch of IRLs, some desktops, and even notably being homeless for a while trying to pursue his content creation career. And most recently was invited to the Sidemen charity match, which is hosted in London. So of course, him and a bunch of other content creators had went down to London for a while to have not only some fun in that charity match, but also just have fun around London, streaming, doing a bunch of outrageous things. But for Marlon, mostly all he was doing was filming podcasts, having pottery lessons, and just walking around London, seemingly having a good time and enjoying himself on and off stream based on the stuff that was being posted on his social medias. But randomly, he made a tweet talking about a bad experience he had while just enjoying being in London, went out to get food at a chicken shop here in London just now. Almost turned into a 4v1. Again, a bunch of weirdos here.
I mean, this is bad, and we're gonna give criticism to, you know, obviously the people that even approached Marlon in this situation, but I think we just need to actually have a bigger conversation about streamers, content creators, artists, just anybody that is influential and has a lot of followers and money at that. Y'all really might just be at the point where you just can't do regular shit anymore. We just reacted to the Ice Spice situation. You know, she's sitting there chilling, her by herself with another woman in a McDonald's, and she got assaulted. And now we have Marlon, you know, trying to just have a date one-on-one with, you know, him and his girl or whatever, and people are approaching him and being weird and shit. And it's like, of course, 100% the people doing that are weird, and we are not, I'm not saying by any means that that's okay. That's weird, and those guys are losers, and, you know, we could talk about that. We will talk about that. But it's like, y'all might just be at the phase in y'all lives where you just can't do regular shit anymore, bro. You know? You don't work so hard to get clout and fame and do all these things. Now you literally can't just walk out in public, bro. Like, you dead ass gonna have to rent the whole spot out, spend the extra money to rent the whole spot out so you can have some privacy, or you need to fucking send your Uber driver or assistant or something. Because for y'all to just be sitting there chilling and then, you know, have regular people coming up to you, you would hope that they're just gonna be cool, but there's a lot of weirdos out there. Weirdo. Facts.
One of the worst experiences I've had with someone. Weird place. Now, this was tweeted out with no context and just this tweet as a reference to the entire situation that happened. So it just left a lot of things up to speculation.
I wish people understand that people they see online are human beings. And this is a fact. And that's why, you know, I definitely want to shed light on that. But the reality is, I've been doing this internet shit for so long, and I've just seen how weird and crazy people are. I'm not gonna lie, I'm at the point where I'm just gonna take it upon myself and be like, I gotta go the extra mile to not end up in these type of situations, because niggas are weird, bro. I know there's a lot of people that aren't, but there's a lot that are. And you can't just tell by face value. You walking around doing your thing, somebody comes up to you, you want to assume and hope that they're going to be cool, but I mean, fuck. All it takes is one bad interaction and now you fucking squabbling with a stranger. You know what I mean?
As to how this all went down in the first place. And this tweet got a lot of traction, now sitting around.
And Lord knows I'd crash. That's what I'm saying. Like, I promise y'all, I am not Mr. Tough Guy. Like, I'm not over here pressing niggas and getting in people's faces. Like, bro, I'm super humble. I'm super cool. Like, I talk to anybody. Like, I love talking to y'all. Anytime anybody comes up to me in public, it's like, yo, where you at, Berto? Like, bro, that makes my day. That is like my favorite thing ever. But, my nigga, some of the stuff that I see online like some of the shit that I see happen to other people online, I'm like, Lord, please don't put me in that situation. Please don't put me in that situation, because I want to sit here and promote and say that I would stay super calm and I wouldn't do anything stupid. But my nigga, like, I just be thinking to myself, like, I don't know the level of disrespect and the level of weirdo shit that niggas be doing. I don't know if I could handle that. Like, I might actually flash. I might actually see fucking red on some shit. Like, nigga, again, and that's why I just be like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me out of those type of situations. And I go above and beyond to make sure shit like that don't even happen to me. Because, you know, boy, I'm not even trying to be on that.
15 million views currently on Twitter, and left a lot of people wondering what this interaction was in the first place that would have Marlon tweet this out randomly. And so the person that had this interaction with Marlon decided to post a video and basically expose himself.
Look at this guy in a fucking shiesty. And we know he hot as hell in that shit, because this nigga Marlon got a sleeveless shirt on. Like, bro, what are you doing?
I see you shining. True day.
Yeah, bro. See, this is the type of shit I'm telling you. I can't. You out there with your girl, a nigga come up to you, recording you, camera in your face, and then he's putting his hand out like this at your girl's cheeks. Nigga, what? I'm flashing, bro. I'm fucking flashing. I'm flashing bad. Yo, shout out to Marlon though, cause he's look like he's keeping it super cool. He's doing what he's supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. Remain calm. But nigga, what? I'm out here with my vibe and you over here, nigga, what? Yeah, when I say I'm flashing, it's pretty much the same as crashing. Same shit. Nigga, what?
Hey, do this thing, man. Yo, bro. Yo, chill out, bro. Chill,
Camera in his face.
What are you doing?
Chill, relax. Don't tell me chill, brother.
Don't tell me, nigga.
Don't tell me chill, bro. Hey. I'm on it. What you doing, fam? Chill,
Oh my God. Putting cameras in Shorty's face.
Now, for YouTube's sake, what I'm about to say is obviously just a joke. I am not bullying anybody, but the guy filming this right now is a complete loser. There is no way you came up to Marlon while he is with someone else just trying to get food to put a camera in his face and point at him, and then you're gonna call him the nerd. Not only is this dude a loser, but he is also a creep. I probably blurred it for the video, but he put the camera up to this girl's and started pretend grabbing it as if he was grabbing it through the camera. Now, I shouldn't have to tell you why this dude is a complete lame and why that's very unnecessary. And the fact that he was posting this to try and flex on Marlon and call him a nerd when he did a bunch of nothing but make himself look like a clown to the rest of the internet is outlandish to me, because I don't know how he thought anybody would actually be on his side. And before Marlon ended up giving his own response on stream, a bunch of other streamers were reacting to the situation and basically having the exact same opinion that this guy is just a clout chaser.
I've heard a lot about, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Look, I ain't even trying to, this is from, I've never been to London, but from what I've heard, I always hear, and I ain't gonna lie, I be hearing bad experiences about niggas that go to London gang. Every time I've heard so many bad experiences when niggas go out to London gang, just niggas trying to act out and be hooligans and shit. The fuck is y'all doing, gang? Is it one of them things, cause like, niggas can't tote, they gotta like overemphasize.
That's what I was just about to say that. I was like, it's probably because niggas can't have heat in London. The pew-pews, they don't have that in London. So niggas don't know how to get their shit off. They just like, all right, let me just be weird with cameras and knives and shit.
It's like little nigga syndrome, little man syndrome.
Yeah.
They gotta big up So like niggas don't make them feel like they pussy or some shit to show niggas that they not pussy or whatnot. So they got an OD. Yo, gang, you're not funny. You're not cool, gang. You're just annoying. This is not funny, gang. Fanned out, cuz. Fanned out. Gang, you just love fanned out. You try to get a clip.
So like, bro. It's hard to believe that people act like this, man. But my point exactly. Marlon, shout out to you for keeping your cool, G. But you just can't even be in these type of situations, bro. Like, you making too much money, you got too much motion, bro. You just can't even be walking around sitting, I know you want one-on-one time with your girl, but you gonna have to hire that security, bro. At least. Because nobody should be able to just walk up on you, camera in your face, like making these motions at your girl's cheeks, like, whoa, like, bro. And this be the fucked up situation, because niggas need to keep they cool in situations like this. But at the same time, it puts you in such a weird place where your girl is getting, they violating your girl in front of your face. Your girl looking uncomfortable. Your girl's feeling uncomfortable. Now, just as a man, it's like, what you supposed to do? You supposed to de-escalate this situation. You gotta defuse this. What's going on? And now I'm crazy when I put my paws on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's really one of them things where the best method is don't even put yourself in a position to fuck up like this or to be fucked up like this. Because now when you in the moment, you got a flash. Shit, you don't got a flash, but I'm flashing.
You fanned out, gang. You fanned. Yo, Marlon, what you do? Yo, you in fucking London. Why you not moving with, if you're not with the board? Like, look, where the security at, nigga? This nigga shouldn't even be able to get that close to you. You're not in your territory. You in foreign territory, no security.
He is alive. Now, I know he's not alive, and that's what even makes it even worse, because that means you saw the nigga, and you thought to yourself, oh, shit, yo, now is my time to shine. Let me get a clip. Let me try to go viral. Let me try to make him act out of body and make him go viral. Like,
the worst part about all of this is this guy was going around making it seem like he was a big dog, like he was really pressing somebody crazy, when in fact, all he is doing is pressing Marlon. Not only is Marlon not really in any controversies or any drama that would be wild enough to have somebody come up to him and do this, he was just sitting there chilling. And even during his streams when he is in London, he was praising the city, not saying anything bad or not even causing any sort of attention that will make somebody want to come up from London to show him that he's a big dog or that he's really somebody or that he's doing this and that. Like, there was no real reason for him to do this in the first place, and the way that he went about actually doing it in the situation that he actually did it, again, just makes him look like a lame. And what makes it even funnier is after posting this video on his Snapchat, which is crazy because we are too old to be using Snapchat, especially at his probably like 20+ year old age, he decided to post something else trying to flex that he really did something to Marlon. Apparently gotta adapt to the culture anywhere I go. Hashtag roadman.
Hashtag roadman. Yo, bro, real life weirdo. Crazy.
Like, in it, bruv. The mandem said, let's do a drill. You can't even make up how corny all of that sounds based off what he did. He pulled up to a streamer.
He not just thinking for him, you know what I'm saying? He thinking for him and the woman he with, you feel me? Like, he gotta protect both of them, gang. Like, it's not just about Marlon. It's not just about getting embarrassed on the internet or like, oh, it's a video and niggas trying to da-da-da-da. Like, nah, he gotta think for both of them, you feel me? Because his reaction is gonna determine his reaction, the other nigga reaction to both of them. He not just gonna do something to bro, he gonna do something to her too. You think if he just went like this to his girl, nigga, like if that's his girl, I don't know if that's his girl or that's his girl. Yeah, if he did this to his girl, nigga, come on, gang, nigga, they the type of niggas do something to Marlon and then try to do some freaky, like some weird shit.
That's a good point. And again, I don't know how I'd act in this situation. I'd like to hope, because what I would tell y'all to do is keep your cool and, de-escalate the situation best way possible without violence. That's what I would advise anybody to do. But I just also hope that God never put me in no situation like that, boy. Cause
to her some shit to her, like you never know, fool. Like these
Appreciate
niggas
the follow,
really be
man.
weird,
Welcome to
man.
Where You At
If a
family.
nigga got this much courage and he this bold to motherfucking do this in a video, nigga, come on, gang. These niggas don't give a fuck.
Safe to say that everybody on the internet was on Marlon's side and understanding with his reaction for the fact that he obviously couldn't sit here and try to put hands on the guy because that was going to end up going nowhere well. But people wanted to hear from the actual source. They wanted to hear what Marlon had to say and not just from this video or other streamers' reactions. So eventually, the very next day, actually, Marlon got on stream and tried to describe and explain the entire situation in more depth because it was apparently a lot worse from his perspective than what was shown on that short video.
We're in this chicken shop, okay? I'm ordering food, simple as that. I'm sitting down, we haven't got our food yet. It took about 15, 20 minutes. There's no one in there, dead, okay? Walking in, walking out, walking in, walking out. Came in people, like took pictures.
Yo, Berto, do some yoga to control your emotions. Bro, I don't have a problem with my emotions. I'll be calm, I'll be chilling. It honestly takes a lot to get me out of my emotions. And this is one of those things that might, like, you over here doing this to my girl, like, I don't, yeah, like that might actually get me out of my emotions. I'm not gonna lie.
For me, because they see my blonde hair now, whatever, right? Why don't you wear a hoodie? Because I was 30 seconds away. I just want to go down and grab some food. Simple as that. 3 guys come in. This is like 1 a.m. First guy comes in, normal, whatever. Second guy comes in, doesn't say a word. The first guy says, oh, yo, isn't that Marlon, yeah? Like, whatever. So I was like, yo, what's good, bro? Whatever. I was like, yo, what's good with that? Dapsing up, everything. Like, all good. Second one kind of just looks at me, just stands there. I was like, okay, bet, whatever. Like, a little weird energy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big energy guy, so I feel it. Third guy walks in, full ski mask on, all the way up here, all the way down, full hoodie on, puffer jacket. Swear on my life, I just look at him like this, because he walks in. He goes, fuck off, that's not Marlon, yeah, that's not Marlon. Like a little fucking fan. So I just look at him, because he was just moving weird. He was just like, don't.
I'm laughing at the accent. That's not Marlon, yeah? Yeah, it's not Marlon. Fuck off, fam. That ain't Marlon, in it?
Come at me looking at me saying, that's not Marlon, bro. That's what he did before even filming in the camera. That's not Marlon, in my face. Like, that's not Marlon. And I'm just not fucking with the energy, bro. It's like 12 a.m. I'm like, I ain't got no sleep on jet lag. Not to blame that, but I'm just off it, bro. I'm just like, yo, what's good? Like, and y'all know me. I'm always nice to everybody that comes up to me. It doesn't matter if they drag me down, whatever. Like, y'all know I've never, ever been rude to anyone. Literally anyone. Like, you can never find a clip off stream, on stream. I've never been not nice to anyone, ever, right?
The fact that before the guy that started recording, there were multiple other people that came up to Marlon being completely fine. It's probably why he was actually so chill at first, even when the guy was being weird or rude in that video. He assumed he might try to get his little clip off, but never go to the extent that he actually thought. And even the people that came back before him that were giving weird energy were all acting like a bunch of fans. I don't understand how you can sit here and see somebody being completely normal, not doing anything, not interrupting with you, not even disrespecting the place that you live, and still want to come up here and make an entire scene to try and be some big man in the internet's eyes, because you're not going to be one in his eyes. So it doesn't make any sense where they're trying to get this validation from. But what made it 10 times worse is Marlon revealed some stuff that happened that wasn't shown in that video because it was all pointed at just him and the guy actually recording.
So he pulls out this camera, he goes, like a selfie thing. Yo, that's Marlon, yeah? That's Marlon. I just go, you can see in the video, I go, yo, what's good, bro? Like, not really smiling, nothing like that. I just go, yo, what's good, bro? Like that, right? Whatever. What happened was, his guy didn't really say a word. He points the camera in my face like this, and the guy's in the back. You can't see him. He has a black puffer on, not the first one, the second one. He holds a knife like this. He was holding a knife like this in his puffer jacket.
Whoa. Hell no, bro. What?
Like this, showing me, like something is funny. When I touch his hand. So I touch and I go, chill out. Chill out. So I wanted to get up and be like, yo, relax, bro. So I took this, so he holds a knife like this in the back the whole time. Just looking at me, not even ordering food, standing next to the food like this and holding it like this. So for the people who sits there and says, by the way, oh, I would have done something, whatever it is, my blood was boiling. Boiling. He was up in my face. I could feel my blood boiling, bro. Like literally boiling. You don't think I want to get up there and grab him like this and fucking, come on, bro. But like what? Like my shit was, it made it look like I was calm. Some people was like, bro, you handled that well, whatever it is. No, I didn't handle it well because I was boiling hot. I probably did the right decision by not doing anything because I'm the bigger man at the end of the day. But of course I wanted to do something. That's just a natural reaction of someone up in your face, close and personal.
It's understandable for somebody in that situation to want to get up and actually do something to not only defend himself but defend his girl that he's with. But if somebody is in the background, mind you, 3 other people, not just one other person, not just
those aren't good optics. You gotta, And that's part of being a man, bro. Shout out to Marlon, bro. Shout out to Marlon. Despite all the shit that I just said, the reality is, like, what Marlon did was the best thing to do. Remain calm, de-escalate the situation the best way possible. If them niggas walked away thinking, oh, we pressed Marlon, yeah, we're so tough. That was the best outcome, because at the end of the day, nobody got hurt. Nobody got, no altercations happened. And if it was, 4 against 1, and you also got to try to fend for your girl too, and one of them's flashing a weapon, yeah, it might not feel like the tough guy thing to do, but it was the smartest option. Definitely the smartest option.
2 other people, it would be 4 people against 1 guy. And then you also see that one of them has a weapon. The smartest thing to do is what Marlon did. And regardless if he feels like
that's just assuming that he was the only one with a weapon. That's assuming he was the only one with a weapon. They all could have been holding some shit. And at that point, what are we doing?
Mad he didn't handle it the right way is all irrelevant, because he definitely did the right thing. He was still staying calm the entire time of what he was speaking and saying to the guy, and he was just trying to sit there and defuse the situation as peacefully as possible, because there's no reason you should have to get up and get whooped by 4.
I will say though, anybody watching this that's a man, young man, this is proof and evidence that at some point in your life, you need to learn some level of martial arts, and you need to learn how to carry and handle arms. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like that's just something that every man at some point need to kind of add to their arsenal. I'm not saying you need to be Jackie Chan in this bitch, John Wick in this bitch, but just so you got something, bro. Again, it's not about trying to be the baddest dude in the room, Mr. Tough Guy. No, that's not what it's about. But just the fact that at least you know, like, if I end up in a weird situation, I got a fighting chance to protect myself and the people that I say I love. Real shit.
Different people just to have some type of win.
Handle and carry what? I said arms, but if you know, you know. I don't know the TOS on pew-pews.
For the internet, because at the end of the day, regardless of what he did or what he didn't do, the internet was still going to clown him, and he would have just been sitting there, probably got himself hurt for no reason, because no one was going to help him. I'm assuming he wasn't looking at his girl to help him. He wasn't going to be looking at the employees at the place he was getting food from to help him. Even if he did do something, he would have just got fake internet brownie points that amount to absolutely nothing.
Of course I'm not gonna do that, because bro, 1 stab and I'm done for. Bro. No charity match, no training, no nothing. And it's not worth it, and then like, at the same time, if I done anything and he does that and they just run off, who's gonna stop him? What, the people that works in the kebab shop? That's who's gonna stop him? Of course not. So he puts the camera down, and then he kind of keeps going towards me, and I stand up, right? I stand up, what am I supposed to do? So I stand up. And then his man comes in like between me and goes, "Low, like, it's not worth it. So the man, the guy who...
Mind you, niggas are just sitting down trying to eat chicken. Like, you came up to them. What are you talking about? It's not worth it. Of course it's not worth it. What are y'all doing?
Who came up to me, he steps out, and then one friend was like, "It's not worth it." And he actually apologizes. He goes like, "I'm sorry about that, bro, whatever." I was like, not the one with the knife, the third one, right? I'm like, it's whatever, bro, right? It doesn't end there. So I sit in the chicken shop, I wait for my food, they get their food, and I sit there and I eat, and I honestly couldn't eat a single thing, because you gotta understand, I'm sitting there worried that anything's gonna happen in any second, split second. So they all go out, and guess what? They stand outside the chicken shop by their car for about probably like 20 minutes. Just waiting. The guy with the ski mask on tried to act tough and wanted to like act like he was going in again, and his man had tried to hold him back. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you're a kid. You're literally a kid. Like, that's embarrassing. So I do the right thing. I sit there and I just wait. I was like 20, 30 minutes later, they leave, and I just didn't even eat my food. I went up to my hotel and I just sat down. I was just like, I made that tweet.
I don't know what brand of human they're making in the UK, but if this is their representation, especially for how you're going to act to somebody with some clout or somebody that has any type of fame, it's definitely not looking good.
Like, street shit is just cooked nowadays, because I'll tell you this right now, any real street nigga, anybody, like, because these guys are street niggas, right? They think they're tough, they think they're cool. That whole interaction was them being cool street guys. Oh yeah, we press. Like, no real street dude would think this is cool. So, one or two things. Either the streets are dead and these are the bozos that are running the streets, or these niggas are phonies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was just such a lame interaction, bro. You know, anybody that deals with weapons and any, like, you know what's another rule with when it comes to like weapons and shit? Don't you ever dare flash that shit if you're not about to use it. That's a fact. If you got some shit on you in GTA, why would you ever let somebody know that you got some shit on you to not use it? Because God forbid, let's just play this out in GTA, right? If I got my shit and you got your shit and I see you pull your shit, but you just pulling it for chit chat and jokes, what the fuck you think I'm gonna do in GTA? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck did you even show me that? Why the fuck did you even show me that? For funsies? No, this is real life. Niggas trying to live the rest of their life, you know, long, healthy lives. So these guys are just corny to the bone.
A lot of people that probably would want to experience what London is like or go there as an influencer, as a content creator.
Obviously in London, they don't carry those, but like the example I would imagine still, you know, resides.
But this is how y'all gonna act for no real reason and then afterwards try to act tough when all you did was record somebody who was just trying to chill and then wait outside for them for no real reason and fake acting like you're gonna go back in just to do a bunch more nothing. It's pretty sad, and it's unfortunate that one of your friends had to sit there and apologize for you because he even knew you were acting a fool and being a bad representation for not only London but just his friend group and how people act there as a whole. And a big question that came up through all of this was if streamers are famous enough to actually need security, with someone like DDG saying that for a fact they need security because he knows how people are looking at them and they make enough money to hire them on a consistent basis.
Streamers, bro, y'all have to have security. Y'all make way too much fucking money. I feel like as a streamer, I'm the only nigga that move correctly because I also make music as an artist. I know how niggas look at motherfuckers a certain way. Niggas need security, bro. Yeah. Y'all make too much money.
The suggestion of security for content creators and streamers as a whole has been a very big thing that's been going on as streaming has become more mainstream and as a lot more streamers dive into the IRL space. I don't want to make it seem like it was just DDG who was out here suggesting that Marlon gets security, because that would be pretty crazy. It seemed like it was the entire internet saying that now only needs security for when he does streams, but also offline so more stuff like this does not occur. So we had a response for a lot of those people.
And I said that in the beginning, man. You know, a lot of this shit goes away. Prevention is the best method for a lot of this stuff. You can't be perfect, excuse me. You can't be perfect. There's certain things that you could just never really account for. But y'all multi-millionaires, gang. Y'all multi-millionaires. Just pay the damn security, bro. And if you can't do that, bro, then stay in for the night. Uber eat that shit. Goddamn.
Just so that y'all can understand his point of view of why he not only doesn't do it, but might start doing it moving forward.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely an eye-opener, and it's not fun. Of course, it's not fun. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying you need security 24/7. 100% I agree. I will take that one on the chin. That is my fault. I got to understand who I am and where I'm at in life right now. Yes, I agree. But I also got a question to the people who said that right now. Please tell me, I'm a human being at the end of the day, bro. Am I not supposed to be able to walk 5?
No. That's where I will hold you accountable there, Marlon. I know you are a human being. That's a fact. But you don't have that luxury anymore, bro. You don't have that luxury anymore. This is what you worked for. This is part of it. You worked for that fame. Now you gotta chill. You gotta chill. No, you cannot just walk 5 feet in front of your crib unless it's a goddamn gated community and the community itself got security. You can't.
Seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, into a chicken shop and eat my fucking chicken and rice.
No.
Am I not?
No. Sorry, bro. Unfortunately, I think where you're at in your career, no. Me, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not walking into places yet and getting mobbed in the streets. That's not my life. Yet. You know, that's the goal. But, you know what I'm saying? Well, the fame's not really the goal, but it just comes with the shit. You know what I'm saying? You work hard, you keep growing in this influencer space. Eventually, you get to a place where you're just known. You know what I'm saying? And you're just at that spot. Like, you're just at that spot. Millions and millions of followers across all platforms. Everything you post goes super viral. Millions and millions of views. Like, you're making millions and millions of dollars. Like, nigga, like, yeah, like, you can't walk around. You can't go to the chicken spot, nigga. You can't.
Am I not supposed to be able to do that? So, you know what, bro? I don't know who I'm apologizing for. I'm not even apologizing. But yes, I agree. I should have security. I should have. But like, come on, are you fucking serious? But at the end of the day, bro, like, you know how I am, chat. Maybe I'm too naive or whatever the word for it is. But I don't care if I'm famous. I don't care if I'm this, that, and the other, bro. Like, the fuck, like, what the fuck, like, the fucking type of world are we living in these days? It's a sad one.
The real one, bro. It's sad for sure, but what you gonna do, bro? You gonna just complain and keep putting your life at risk, or you gonna hire that security? And I know he just probably venting right now, but I'm just, you know, putting it out there for everybody else. It's like, you just gotta do what you gotta do, bro. This comes with the life that you chose.
World, bro. Like, it really, even the shit that happened in Sneeko, like, it's a sad world.
Yeah.
Like, people have so much like hate in their heart. And you know what? It's like, I pray for those people, bro. Like, I really do. I really, really, really do. Because you know what? That means that they've probably going through some shit or going through something and is very insecure that they cannot talk about it having done. And you know what, bro? God bless them. Like, I truly, truly ask God to heal them, bro, from whatever trauma that is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's understandable where a lot of people on the internet are coming from, saying that Marlon should definitely.
I mean, W take Marlon. You know, I'm with you. I agree with you. I definitely feel like that is true. But at the end of the day, bro, them niggas be crashing. Them niggas are willing to risk it all. And what, you gon' like, you gonna do it to prove a point? You gonna not have security to prove your point that, like, oh, I wanna be able to go to the chicken shop? Like, bro, it's not worth it, gang.
Y'all streamers flexing no security is lame as that shit lame as hell. Why the fuck should we have to spend thousands of dollars on security?
All right, so now this take's gonna piss me off, Silky. What do you mean? Well, I mean, I just got done breaking it down. I'm just let him talk. I ain't gotta repeat myself. Spend the fucking money, man. Y'all rich as shit. Y'all spend money on cars, chains, clothes, hoes, all the above. Protect yourselves too, then, nigga. What's good, Jazzy? Welcome to the stream. Jazzy Jazz.
To go get something to eat, my nigga. How we flexing no security, nigga? I could understand if niggas is going outside into bad neighborhoods with chains on and saying, yeah, I got no security, I'm in this hood. Yeah, bro. God forbid somebody wants to go get brunch with a vibe and you got niggas pointing in your face, putting the camera in you and her face. Like, what the fuck?
Outside of just a security talk, a lot more things arose from this. Like, what was going to happen to the guy that was out here just posting about this? What was going to happen to his group of friends? And how would the community as a whole, that being Marlon's community, move because they saw how they were disrespecting a content creator they liked? And funny enough to say, they were not happy with it, to the point of apparently finding not only out who this guy was, but to the point of getting him fired from his job and gloating about it all over Twitter and TikTok.
Hey. I opened Twitter this morning and I seen some crazy shit in your comm, bro.
What was it?
They were going to war.
Yeah, I know.
People kicked from their jobs.
I know. That's what we do. That's the fuck we do. That's the fuck we do. That's what we do.
Oh, that nigga thought he was so tough. Meanwhile, he's working a regular job. Which also points back to what I said earlier. Either these guys are the new lames that are running the streets, or they're fucking frauds. Niggas working a regular job, and then he just lost his job because he was gonna be tough for Marlon. So stupid.
I know for a fact Marlon's community was able to find out who the guy was, but I don't have any concrete sources to say that he actually got fired or anything, that something actually happened to him. But what I do know for a fact is he started to post on his social media apologizing for what he did to Marlon, even having a video drop because he was sorry for what he did. So most likely something in his personal life was disrupted, because there's no way you type up an apology saying this.
Everything else I can accept my wrongdoings, but when you're lying saying people had knives, I can't accept it. Because it's a big problem in the UK. I've seen this. You see what's happening in the news every day, and the lying saying people are holding knives doing this and
Is this him?
no. That's what I can't accept. But yeah, I apologize for everything else with my whole heart.
I've seen the clip going
Such a fucking loser, dude. Such a loser.
around, and I'm taking this moment to address it properly. I wholeheartedly understand that what I did was out of line. I approached Marlon in a way I shouldn't have, and I take full responsibility for that. It's not an excuse, but I was heavily intoxicated. I understand by my appearance at the time with a mask on my face that it wasn't a good impression at all, and probably made them feel very unsafe. I also want to sincerely apologize to his girlfriend. You didn't deserve to be put in that position or made uncomfortable.
You pointed at her and went like this, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. On some real shit, I feel like people keep leaning on the intoxicated shit way too much. I've been intoxicated before, and you don't turn into a goddamn idiot. The only way you do stupid shit while you're intoxicated is because you're already stupid. So all the alcohol did was bring more stupid out of you. But every time I've been drunk, I'm still able to think. I'm still able to make conscious decisions. It doesn't just turn your brain off. Yes, it impairs you, like in the sense of like, you're moving a little woozy. You can't see that clearly, but you still think though. You still think though. I hate when people be like, "Oh, I was drunk." Nigga. The drunk don't make you dumb as fuck, nigga. The drunk don't make your brain turn off, bro. You still made that decision consciously. That should be hoed.
Because of my poor actions, and I hope you can forgive me in the foreseeable future. Although Marlon has made claims on his recent stream that I was with people carrying weapons, I would like to address that this is false. This is the last thing me or my friends would ever do.
Good, Master?
That doesn't sound like somebody
stream,
who's actually sorry, and using intoxication as an excuse is pretty wild. This just seems like somebody who definitely faced some repercussions for his actions and is now trying to backtrack to make himself look better, because he had all the time in the world not only not post this video, but also just not do these things in the first place. But just knowing that on the internet people would know what you look like, what your actual social medias are, they could probably find out and do a lot of bad things to him. So I can only imagine what type of day, week, or month this guy might be having, because randomly on Twitter, a bunch of people are calling him out and saying that they're going to do a ton of things to disrupt him because of what he did to Marlon. And honestly, you can't feel bad for the guy because he was a complete lame and weirdo during this entire event and probably deserves a lot of the stuff that's going to come his way. But I do hope that Marlon does start moving a little bit differently. That unfortunately is the case that he has to do, and that he doesn't let this event ruin his entire London trip that he has going on. But at the end of the day, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to that would be the comment section down below, because the video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. If you enjoy content like this, then maybe consider subscribing.
W video, man. I gave y'all all my thoughts on the situation. I'm excited to hear y'all's, but at the end of the day, y'all just gotta do better, bro. As far as one, preventing yourself from being in these type of situations, and then just being decent human beings to each other, because there's no reason why anybody should be approaching Marlon and thinking that was appropriate interaction. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. My name is Berto. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family. Link to that is in the description, so you never miss a live stream reaction on Twitch. I love y'all so much. I'm gone. YTC, what up? Welcome to the stream, man. Let me see this. Let me see. Oh shit, this looks like it's going dumb. Last reaction of the night, chat. Just roasting. How y'all feeling though? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Berto got my dream dog. Hey, Dobermans are the best dogs on the planet. I've been saying this. I mean, I love dogs, but I will never own a dog that isn't a Doberman. That is the only dog that I would ever own. Why are you in here calling me my government, bro? You out of here, Izzy? Much love, much love. Be safe. Have a safe, amazing Friday night, man. Appreciate you pulling up. What do you think about Rottweilers? They're cool, but again, as far as me owning, I would only ever own Dobermans. I want to get another one. I want to get another Doberman. Oh, you meant where you at? Oh, bet. Yo, Berto, who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? My favorite Dragon Ball character, I would say maybe, I really fuck with Vegeta. Vegeta's one of my favorites just because I feel like Vegeta, he got that dog in him. But I would say it's between, I fuck with Brawly too, but I don't know. I fuck with Brawly, obviously. I like Kid Buu. I think, okay, if I'm gonna break it down, I'll break it down like this. I think overall favorite character is Vegeta, cause I feel like he has the most character development. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him be an evil. We've seen him be evil. We've seen him be good. We've seen him, you know, work hard. I feel like he's a hard worker. That nigga be giving some good ass motivational speeches. So I think overall Vegeta is number one. And then I think aesthetically, I fuck with Kid Buu a lot. I fuck with the aesthetic of Kid Buu. I don't know. Kid Buu was one of my favorites. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is hard. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that was definitely a vibe when I saw that for the first time. What's up, baby boy? You alright? One thing about these Dobermans, though, they are so clingy. Rama is the clingiest dog in the world. But it's like, I appreciate it, though. I rather him be clingy and loving than kind of like a leave me alone ass dog. Like, Berto, I listened to you and your wisdom and finally got a girl. Shout out to Master in the chat, man. Hey, I'm happy to help in any way. I'm just a nigga that gets on here and tells y'all my truth. And if my truth happens to align with you, bro, I'm happy to hear that. Shout out to you, bro. All right. Let us get into this last reaction. I'm not going to lie to y'all, chat. I was supposed to play a game tonight, but I don't think I got it in me. I'm not going to lie. So we might just hit this last reaction. And I'm going to call it. Is that cool with y'all? I'll make it up to y'all tomorrow, though. Tomorrow is supposed to be, we're going to do reactions. Wait, is it tomorrow? Yeah, it is tomorrow. Tomorrow, we got reactions, anime stream, and I'll play a game. So we'll probably play the game before the anime, and then we can just cool and watch the anime at the end of the stream. But we're back with Jujutsu Kaisen tomorrow. I might watch 2 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen tomorrow, JJK tomorrow. So we back with an anime stream tomorrow. Is that cool? You out of here, AJ? Much love, bro. Much love. Betsky. Smooth, smooth, smooth. All right, let's get into this last vid of the night. I'll put my headphones back on. Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
3, 2, 1. She just exposed herself big time. We're talking about Extra Emily.
How cool. But okay, anything else?
Oh, this is Emily. Have you met her?
Yes, Chris!
Oh.
What? Let me get this straight. You're telling me that a streamer who has previously done shitty stuff on camera might not be the innocent, well-meaning person that they try so hard to portray on stream?
What was that? I kind of missed what just happened, but I'm sure they'll explain.
No, that can't be possible. Everybody knows that streamers are who they say they are on stream. They're not allowed to lie. You almost had me there. Guys, I honestly think that out of every aspect of social media, the negative side effects of streaming being so popular is what's going to end up having the biggest impact on our society as a whole. And a big reason as to why I say that is for pretty much like every other form of content creation, at least for the most part, I feel like most people, definitely not all, but most people, are at least like subconsciously aware that the person they're seeing on the screen is probably not who they would meet if they met that person in real life. Like anybody who is a social media figure and influencer or whatever, whenever they're on camera, they're putting on some sort of act or some sort of character. Now that act or character might be like 95% the real them, but nobody is like 100% themselves when they're at their job. I feel like that's just like normal human nature. It's essentially just like an online customer service voice.
I mean, that is true, but honestly, bro, I pride myself, and maybe it's because I've been doing content creation for so long. Like, I've literally been content creating for over 10 years. Like, I pride myself in being myself as a content creator. I feel like, you know what? That's why I started streaming in the first place. Because when I was doing animations, all that content was scripted. You know, so even though I was telling authentic stories that were real parts of my life, I was exaggerating certain things. I was, you know, putting on a performance for y'all entertainment. And while I loved that and I appreciated that part of my content creator journey, I feel like when I started streaming, it just like, there's no performance voice, you know, like I don't know what it was. But, you know, whenever I'm reading a script, there was like a performance voice. You know, now I just really am sitting back and I'm being me. If I'm in a good mood today, I might have a little bit more energy. If I'm in a bad mood today, I might be a little bit more lower on energy. But it's just like, I feel like I want to continue to strive and thrive as a content creator that is being authentic. So like, I hear that. But for me personally, like I actually try to stay away from anything that doesn't feel like I'm being myself.
It's just the way it is. Even if you've watched every single one of my videos ever, if you met me in person, I probably would not be like a one-to-one match of who you'd expect to meet.
No, I guess that's true. Now, at the end of the day, you don't know me. You're just knowing what I show you. So you don't know everything about my life. So yeah, I mean, if I'm a little bit different in person, that's always possible for sure.
Probably be far cooler and much more handsome than you're expecting. But the reason I say this is because I feel like with streamers, people forget about this a lot quicker. When you're watching somebody live for hours, sometimes their entire day, every day, it's a lot easier to be like, this is definitely who this person is. This is their authentic self. And I honestly feel like that mindset with streamers out of all the different kinds of content creators is the most dangerous. If I'm going to be honest here, I feel like streamers
Berto's more shy in person. Hey, shit, I might be, depending on the setting you catch me in.
Are the fakest people on the entire internet.
And I don't even think most
streamers would really take offense to that. I really just think that that is the meta right now. If you've watched any of the top streamers over the last year, you immediately know what I'm talking about. None of the guys who are dominating the streaming world right now behave like they do on stream, like they do in real life, because if they did, they would be hospitalized. Streamers do not act like normal people. That's just how it is. But people really start believing in these acts because they somehow can't see that every aspect of
So what does she
streaming is
do?
fake.
What
Seriously,
does she
it
do?
all fucking is, even down to the view counts, which my god, what a long segue, gets us to what we're talking about today. Another huge streamer has once again been exposed for using view bots, which like at this point, I don't even know if this is newsworthy. I think this is again just the meta. I think this is what every major streamer is doing because if they don't, they're gonna fall behind. Recently, while she was live, the streamer Extra Emily exposed a tab that was open on her browser that was opened to a website for a view botting service. Now we've talked about Extra.
Really? Shout out to D3, man. Weirdo.
Extra Emily once before on this channel, and that was when she ran a red light because she was too busy reading chat. So, you know, she's my personal hero, that's for sure. Apparently, she's also caught up in like some Mr. Beast drama right now where people are accusing her of ruining a Mr. Beast video. Apparently, when he did that like big streamer collaboration video, she went live before anybody else did, but like half the people that I've seen talk about this said that she just went live when she was supposed to, and everybody else was late. But still, a bunch of people are mad at her right now because whatever the first thing is to spread on the internet is usually what is just considered the truth blindly. Either way, that's not the focus of today's video. I kind of chose to personally ignore all the Mr. Beast drama that's been going on over the last few weeks, but this view botting shit does intrigue me. We've been seeing a lot of people get called out for this over the last few months. Most notably, the Burnt Peanut got accused of it not too long ago. Asmongold, Stable Ronaldo. I mean, like a bunch of names have had this shit kind of pop up over the last few months, and creators being exposed for this just seems to be getting more and more common. Real quick, just so you can see what we're talking about, this is the clip from Emily's stream.
How cool. But okay, anything else?
Oh, this is Emily. Have you met her?
Yes, Chris!
Oh.
As you can see, when she
That motherfucker view button, huh?
hovers over her Google Chrome, in one of her windows is a website opened up called viewbot.ai. Now YouTube, please hear me, this is for educational purposes only. Please do not fuck this video, I beg of you. Direct.
Why would they fuck this video? Bro, YouTube, you just cooking everything? What we clearly just reacting to some shit. Why would YouTube cook this? About view botting? We reacting to Emily getting exposed for view botting, and I didn't know this was the type of video. We in territory of having to put disclaimers and shit. YouTube, I guess I got to do it. I know y'all hate when I do this, but come on, we're on YouTube. This is public on your platform. 138,000 views in 7 hours. Don't you dare cook me. Come on, man. Don't you dare cook me. We just educational purposes only. Analytical, big brain shit.
Where you at, Berto?
All that anger towards all the actual porn on this website, it's getting worse somehow. But this is the website she was on, and I mean, pretty cut and dry, I feel like. Don't really know why you'd have this website open as a streamer if you weren't at least interested or thinking about it. It's kind of funny though, because it shows a bunch of streamers at the bottom who like use this service apparently. I don't know if I really buy it. Seems a little too good to be true, but I did some research and it seems like this is a legitimate view botting website, and oh my god, is this shit expensive. If you want 1,000 viewers, it's $750, and like I almost feel like you're wasting money at that point. You could go for the 50,000 viewer option, but then you're paying $35,000. Like I don't even really know how this shit translates. From what I've heard, people generally use this kind of stuff to like trick sponsors, and I mean, if you can trick a company into thinking.
I mean, I feel like if you are a big content creator like Extra Emily is, who makes probably millions of dollars a year, it's just a drop in a bucket for them. Like they can afford that like nothing.
That you have tens of thousands of live viewers at once. They're going to pay a fuck ton for sponsorship, so I mean, I guess that's where the money comes in. Still, this seems outrageous to me. On the topic of things that seem outrageous to me, though, it's kind of outrageous that you don't follow me on Instagram. And if you do, it's...
Shout out to you with the IG promo. Get your IG up, man.
Kind of an open secret. A lot of streamers have come out and just like plainly said that everybody uses them. And I mean, like to an extent, I sort of understand it. Obviously, I don't promote it. I think it's dumb. But if these streaming platforms aren't going to do anything about it and everybody you're competing with is getting a huge boost because they're willing to do it, it makes sense why a lot of people would resort to doing this shit. Especially because, like I was talking about, the streaming world is so unbelievably fake. This is a problem across all of social media, and I don't really know what the explanation is for it, but people people will genuinely like you less and be like less willing to give your content a chance, the less views it has. I mean, I guess the obvious explanation is that if somebody has a bunch of viewers or if a video has a bunch of views, it kind of seems like it's been vouched for in a way. Like obviously a bunch of people have approved of it. You know, if somebody is looking for something to watch on Twitch, the psychological difference between clicking on a stream with 50 viewers and one with 500 viewers is huge. The difference between 50 and 5,000 is massive. So while I think it's hilarious that she didn't even think to close out the tab before starting up her stream, I'm honestly kind of split as to who should be blamed for this. Now look, obviously in a perfect world, no streamer would pay for a view botting service even if they knew that they probably wouldn't get caught. Unfortunately though, we do not live in a perfect world, and it seems like every major streamer is doing it. But is that just because streamers like to see their numbers bigger than everybody else? Or is it because the ecosystem of websites like Twitch and websites like Kick punish them if their numbers don't look like that? I feel like we're in the era of like mega streaming. You know, much like how YouTube has been Mr. Beastified, I feel like streaming has been Kai Cenatified, where it seems like if you aren't doing these insane streams where you're pulling like Super Bowl numbers, you're basically irrelevant. So don't get me wrong, I'm not like condoning this, I'm not excusing it. You know, you do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Just because everyone else is doing it, you don't have to do it. You know, if all your friends jumped off a bridge kind of shit. But like, I do see the perspective that a lot of these streamers probably see, even if it's a silly one. I'll say it again, so much of streaming is fake. Like, it all feels fabricated. It is an industry where you really do have to fake it till you make it. It genuinely seems like if you want to be a popular streamer these days, you either just have to already be a popular streamer, or you have to like force it into existence. I mean, take for example Clavicular. We've been talking about him pretty frequently. Imagine how many clippers that guy has on his fucking roster. Think about how many mentions and clips of Clavicular that you've seen against your—
I mean, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not gonna give too much information, but like, you know, I have some shit going on in the back end where I'm investing $5,000 to $10,000s of dollars to come and get clips and shit done for me soon. Like, you know, there's a lot of that goes into this content shit. Now, the view button, that don't really make sense for me. I'm gonna just be transparent and honest. Like, it just don't really make sense for me. I'm primarily a YouTuber that's trying to break into the streaming space. Type into my Twitch streams if you haven't already. I want to see y'all there. That's Where You At, Berto.
Where you at, Berto?
But, you know, what does make sense for me is spending money on clippers to get my face out there so more people posting my content. I'm investing in myself. So it's like, there is some truth to that. There is some truth to what he's saying as far as like faking it till you make it. But it's like, as far as paying for clippers, I don't view that as like faking it till you make it. I almost view that as investing in yourself. Like, nigga, if you have the money and the means and the audience to do something like that, why wouldn't you try and invest the money and get your clout up so you can do more of what you love to do? You know, it's a business at the end of the day. It gets, you know, when we start having that conversation of what's harder, a 9 to 5 or being a content creator, it 100% is the 9 to 5. But what I will say on this content creation side, once you start kind of getting up there and you kind of start having a platform, you could just sit back and, you know, do the same thing over and over again. But if you are trying to grow, you really start shelling out some real money, bro. When I was doing animations, I used to spend no less than like $1,000 to almost $1,500 a video. That's how much I used to spend per video on my animations. Now I'm over here. I probably spend, this is just full transparency, just like all editors, everything that I have going to like keep my content wheel going. I'm probably spending like $4,000 a month just on like people that help me get my content out, bro. Honestly, like straight up. That's not including my bills. That's not including, you know, me eating food, me getting clothes, me going out, living my life. Like, I'm probably spending like 4 G's just on my content wheel a month. So it gets expensive, bro. But I'm not complaining. I love this. It's a luxury. But just to break down how, like, for the average consumer that doesn't really know what goes into this shit, like, when you get up there, bro, and you want to continue to grow, you do got to kind of start spending this money. What's the ROI? The crazy part is sometimes for certain shit, there is no ROI. For certain shit, there is no ROI, bro. For certain, like for my, when I was spending $1,500 on animations, nigga, I could show you some analytics right now. Fuck it. Why not? For the funsies. Let's do it for the funsies. I can show you an animation. I can show you some animation analytics right now. Imagine spending, and some of y'all ask me, oh, Berto, when you come back, do the animations, bro. Do the animations. I need y'all to understand something. This is my biggest video ever, right? This is my biggest video ever. 7 types of girls you shouldn't date. 3 million views 2 years ago. Now, this is not a flex or nothing. A video like this, which almost never happens, I made $9,000 off this video. So I made $9,000 off of one video. That's cool. That's a great return on investment off of one video, right? But that's my biggest video ever. That's my biggest video ever. If I come over here to another vid, which I spent just as much money. Let's go. Oh, this video, oh my God. This video pisses me off every time I look at it because I spent so much money on this video. I think I spent like fucking $2,000 on this video I'm about to show y'all. I went crazy into editing. I was editing myself. I had some other editors, some other animators on it. Hold up, let me just find it. It's taking too long. I'll just search it. This vid right here. Holy shit. This video right here, I probably spent like $2,000 on, right? This video got 18,000 views. Guess how much money this video made? Guess how much money this video made? Let's see. Holy shit. You ready? You ready? You ready? Drum roll, drum roll. Put your predictions. Put your predictions right now. Guess how much money this video made when I spent $2,000 on it. Ready? $71. Not even $100, yo. Not even $100. So that's what I mean by, there's no guaranteed ROI on this shit. When it comes to content creation, you're really just investing in yourself. Like, you're investing in the overall vision, because it's like, I think this is a good idea. I think that people are going to like this. I'm going to put effort into this, and I'm just going to have faith and hope that it does well. Boom. I'm going to produce it. I'm going to use my resources, and hopefully it does well. And the reality is, you guys decide what does well. You guys decide, I'm interested in this, or I don't really like this one, bro. I don't care what you did. I don't like it. It is what it is. And I don't blame y'all for it, because when I'm watching content on YouTube, it's the same way. But again, bro, like, that's what those two videos is a perfect example of like, there is like how this content creation goes and how much money and how much effort is put into it without really knowing what you're going to get in return. But if you want to do this content shit, you know, that's just part of how it goes. I got to change my battery. I'm going to click play though.
Your will. And guess what? It worked. The guy is basically like a real celebrity now. Streaming, and like really all content creation, I feel like right now, but especially streaming, has never been more inorganic. Like, it used to be the case that if you were putting out good content, if you were a likable person, you could probably build a community no matter what. It might not be a huge one, but these days it feels like if you want to build anything, if you want to have any success, you have to like make people watch you, especially if it's streaming. You have to get clips in front of every single person on the planet, because if you don't, you just have no chance. And I feel like a lot of people catching on to that is another big reason as to why viewbotting has become basically like an epidemic. Because even if you make every clip in the world, even if you do get a stupid clip in front of every single person on planet Earth, if they go to your channel and you have like 12 viewers, they're gonna be like, my god, this guy's ass. Why is he not banned? Let me go watch this guy with 30,000 viewers scream and pretend that he has zero common sense when he reads chat instead. It's like, it's just what you gotta do these days, it feels like. I really think that Twitch should kind of get their shit together and crack down on this because it would probably benefit everybody involved. I don't really know how viewbotting works, if I'm being 100% honest, so I don't know if like the increased artificial traffic benefits Twitch. If it does, then I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they're not really doing anything about it, but it just seems super irresponsible for a platform as big as Twitch. That's one thing I actually really like about YouTube, is that artificial traffic is really taken super seriously. It seems like no matter—
Yeah, you can't fake views on YouTube. Like your video's gonna get cooked. If any of my aspiring content creators are thinking you're gonna get motion by buying views on YouTube, I guarantee you, you're gonna get cooked. Your whole channel's gonna get cooked. They're not gonna take your video down, they're gonna take your whole channel down. So don't even think about doing no stupid shit like that.
For how small it might be, if one of your videos somehow gets some inorganic traffic, YouTube's gonna notice. Like, there's been 2 or 3 times throughout my YouTube career where I get like a notice from YouTube where they say something like, we noticed some inorganic traffic on one of your videos, so we've adjusted your monthly payout to reflect that, and it'll be a difference of maybe like 5 cents, but still, at least they notice it. When it comes to
But SoundCloud, you can for my rappers. Hey, shout out to all my SoundCloud rappers.
Twitch, it seems like viewbotting has become a thing that is just like part of a stream's optimization, which is insane, but it really does seem like that's the case. Every top streamer says that every other top streamer does it, and with so many of these huge streamers being managed by massive media companies, I'm sure a lot of them are getting viewbotted on behalf of their companies without even knowing it. So, I mean, I don't really know what to think about it. It's just one giant shit show, and there's also the question of, like, if everybody's doing it, does it really make a difference? I don't know. Well, guys, what are your thoughts?
Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. At the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to viewbot and shit, like bro said, bro, I wouldn't be surprised. These guys are making so much millions of dollars and, you know, have so many different managers and people in the row. I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting viewbotted without even knowing. You know what I'm saying? They literally might even not genuinely know. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they were in on it too, because I don't know. I mean, I'm not there yet. That's not really where my priority lies. So it's definitely inauthentic. So I don't like that. But again, I just broke down some shit for y'all on the YouTube side of things where it's like, you know, as you are trying to navigate this content creation world and make shit work, niggas be investing their money in all different types of ways to, you know, get their face out there. So hey man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. My name's Berto. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family in the link in the description. Join the Twitch stream so you never miss a live stream reaction. I love y'all so much. I'm gone. My brothers, my sisters, W stream.
Where you at, Berto?
Find some shit for y'all. How we feeling? We hype or we vibing? We hype or we vibing? Y'all want some smooth shit or y'all want some hype shit? We vibing? Okay. We vibing? Okay. What's up, baby boy? I'm gonna put something on for cause it's a Friday night. I hope some of my players in the chat got a vibe tonight. I'm gonna put that party next door on for y'all. I love y'all so much, man. Where you at, family? Make sure you guys are safe this Friday. If y'all are popping out tonight, if you're staying in, cool.